Really wanted to get a little bit more footage, actually, of just tank gameplay in the new dungeon. I realized I only have 2 more days, basically, to test it, and I was like, all right, well, let's make sure we test it then. So, short little stream. Just want to be on the PTR. Hopefully I can find a group. I know it was kind of hard before. Good morning, Krim. Good morning, good morning. Little quick stream today. Just testing out the new dungeon, etc., etc. And, yeah, we don't have to stream for too long. I just really wanted to test out some of the tanks. So let's log over to my druid and see if we can find a bit of a higher key. You know, I was going to be off. I was thinking about it, though. What's up, Will? Hello, hello, hello. Ah, Blueberry. It's going to be a short stream today. Life has certainly been getting me. Not going to lie. Life's been slapping me across the face a bit. Good morning, RFA. I might even test Restlo Druid in the new dungeons. We'll see how much time I have today. Mostly, I want to be testing some of the things I didn't quite get to test before. And I'll go from there. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, today is not going to be like a 10-hour stream or anything. I was off yesterday and the day before a little, Blueberry, but we'll see about today. Let's go see how I feel about it. My bear has double timed this dungeon on a 14 already, but I didn't get it recorded. So hopefully we can find... These people have only done a 12. Hey, Ducky. I missed the heck out of you. Yeah, I know. I've been gone for a few days. Man, this whole month, honestly, is going to be kind of hard for me. I got some special yogurt. I'm trying to practice self-care by eating extra sugar. Morning, Ducky. Thanks for saying that. This whole month, honestly, is going to be like the hardest month for me. If I could just get through this month, I'll feel so much better. I really will. Like, I'll feel so much better if I could just get through this month, yeah? But at first I gotta do that, right? First I gotta do that. So we'll play some WoW, we'll eat some good food, we'll chill, we'll do the best that we can. This will only be a 12. Maybe I can test, Asuna SP, what? That's not actually Asuna, is it, though? That's not actually Zuna, is it? No way. I'm gonna test a Guardian Druid of the Claw-ish tier set. Yo, what's up? Did you get that? Okay. Oh, weird pocket. No, I didn't end up getting coffee ice cream. I got matcha, mint chocolate chip, and chocolate chip ice cream. I didn't quite get the coffee one. Let's test Druid of the Claw for a second. Since we're only doing a 12, it'll be kind of chill. So we're going to play double FC, Ursox, and potentially Raze, although I'm not 100% certain about this one. We don't need a Loons. We probably want GG, and if we take GG, we definitely want this. So I'm still not entirely sure exactly how we want to be playing this. Most likely we need these, and then there's this weird thing if we play this. What's up, Anaya? Good morning. Honestly, life's been hitting real hard recently. I've just been stressed. I think I will feel significantly better when... Oh, what's up to Wilkes? Good morning. We're about to test. I just got on today. I was just about to say life's been getting me recently. Have a good stream. Thanks to Wilkes. I'm testing out some interesting builds. Let's say play for like 14 hours. You're gonna hard pass out. No problem. I hope you've gotten some good keys recently. I'm debating on how I want to play Druid of the Claw. Like, there's a world where you don't even take GG, but I kind of think you're gonna want it. So, if you take GG, though, you almost certainly want Twin Moonfire. And then it's like, now I have to think about that. Alright. Thank you for the raid, Wilkes. Pretty good. It's like a little bit of health stuff. You know, honestly, hey, yo, I thought about this RFA, and I was like, I wonder if this is like a personal thing. And then I was like, nah, you know what? My entire stream is a personal thing. You know what? You know, honestly, my divorce date is going to be July 28th. July 28th, that morning, I will not be streaming. I will not stream the divorce, but I have to go do the divorce. And it's brought up all the feelings that I've been trying to deal with, and they are not great feelings. And I realized, I was like, you know what I want to do? This is going to sound silly. I want to have like a party stream. Like, I want to have, like, a little bit of a divorce party. No joke. I'm not kidding. I kind of just want to... Like, is that wrong? I kind of want to have, like, a little divorce party, potentially. Is that... Like, basically, after that, we're talking, like, potentially a 24-hour stream. Yeah, I know, because like it's been really hard to go through, and I think that sounds kind of nice. You know what I mean? Like basically though, I'm talking like some potential. We're talking some, we don't know, but like we're talking maybe like a 24-hour stream. Wait, you guys realize when I say party, I mean inside in my home. Wait. When I say party, I mean indoors on stream playing World of Warcraft. What did you think I meant? Did you think I meant outside? Wait, did you guys think I meant outside? What do you mean outside? Wait. Did you guys think I meant outside? What do Why would it be outside? No. I meant inside, at home. Like, funny. Who goes outside? Yeah, wait a second. Who goes outside? What are you talking about? Who goes outside? I meant more like today. This is actually a special day. This, you know, I've been streaming for 1 year today. I've been streaming officially for 1 year now. Kind of a long time. But are we really gonna play Druid of the Claw in here and see how it actually goes? I'm really curious. All right. Let's combat log this first of all. I really think. In a sec. Don't pull. I really think that. Oh, he pulled. No, I was gonna change the talent. I really think you need Vicious Cycle. I think you have to play Vicious Cycle if you do this again, though. Shit. Can we reset fast? I forgot one talent. Can we reset real fast? I forgot one talent. I'm testing a new build. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I just realized at the end. Let's just reset. You know what? We're right here. Thank you. My bad. Sorry. No. Let's just reset fully. It's like, it's PTR. We'll just reset real fast. That's my bad. I was distracted. Congrats. Wait. Congrats on what? What'd I miss? The inside thing. Wait, what'd I miss? Hey, Org. Basically, though, it's just been getting me a little bit. So, okay, I want GG. I seriously don't know what I'm supposed to drop here. Do I drop Thorns for Vicious? What's up, J-Brace? Thank you. We are back. I need Vicious Cycle, I think, to test this build properly. Okay. Well, this is not going to be good stream footage. Let's just reset. Hold up. Yeah, almost. This is gonna be weird stream footage. But okay. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Okay. Let's go. So we're gonna test Druid of the Claw because I'm bored. Yo, I'm stuck. This is not starting very well though. Here we go. Okay, we're testing Druid of the Claw. Basically, I want to see how viable it actually feels to play Druid of the Claw. Obviously, you're not playing this. Like, let's be real. You're going to not play this. This is not what you actually play. However, I want to see what it actually feels like. I want to test the damage. All right? I want to test the actual damage of it. I want to test what it feels like. Is it tanky? How do I feel? Etc., right? Like, I'm flooded with rage in Incarn, but then outside of Incarn, I have a feeling that this build is not going to be that good. It's my first key of the day. I'm assuming also... It's going to do a lot of damage inside of cooldowns, but I think it's just going to be so tanky outside of cooldowns. Like, so squishy outside of cool. Like, I'm going to do this right here. That I don't know about this. Like, I'm not sure exactly how this is actually going to play. I'm very curious about it. But I don't think it's going to be that good. What's up, J-Brace? Have any of you tested the new dungeon and stuff? See how I'm actually squishy and almost dying? Have any of you tested the new dungeon and whatnot? I wonder if I take the GG talent out and put it in Rage for just a little bit more coverage. Because you can see, like, I'm almost dying here. That did not go according to plan. You change your enemy nameplates? No, but Plater isn't working for some reason on my PTR. I'm assuming... Oh, wait, let's go again. I don't know what happened there. Let's go again. Yeah. Let's just reset real fast. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah. How did people die? Miscellaneous. Out of curiosity, let me just look at deaths real fast. Melee. He just hit a little bit too early. Alright, alright. What was my damage breakdown there? Moonfire's still on there well enough to be considering it. Yeah. Okay, Drew of the Claw testing. Let's go. I have Tranks left and right. I'm kind of curious about it. I'll test it soon. But until then, I want to make sure. Good morning to Q. Okay, so basically though, we're streaming for at least a few hours today. I want to get a bunch of footage because I want to make videos about the new dungeon. That's something I know in my head that I want to do. But more importantly, I've been thinking a lot about life and stuff. Can just use scroll. Do you have key? It's PTR. Penalty timer, I know. What's up, Sam? Sam, do you want to test PTR at all? I want to test a bunch of stuff on PTR today. Do you want to test? Are you playing PTR at all? Is anybody playing PTR? Because I actually would love to just test with anyone. I'd love a group because I want to run through with different tanks. Oh, I'm gonna kick. Yeah. Way too distracted. What's up, Yon? No, I'll play whenever you have a spot. Okay, you want to play right now? I'm the monk mate. Oh, you're the monk. What do you mean way too distracted? I'm way too distracted? I was distracted because I forgot to change one talent for Druid of the Claw testing right before that key. But this is, if you've ever been on my stream before, this is always how I am. I just full yap about whatever while I'm in the middle of a key. That's just how I do things. The tanking is, I won't need any healing. I'm just testing out a new Druid build. But I didn't know if you had reset the dungeon already. Yeah, I'm always like that though. Huge mage PTR. This is kind of so shrugs. I just forgot the talent right before that last one because I normally wouldn't play it. Poa? Wait a second. Fucking Poa. Holy shit. Wait, I want to play with Poa. Wait, I want to play with you. Can I AUG? No, wait. Can I AUG? Wait, it's Poa. Holy shit, can I AUG? I don't know. I don't want to play Druid. Can I play AUG? I don't want to play Druid DPS. But I have an Evoker. My Evoker's already set up. I can play AUG. I see Poa in there. I see Poa. I kind of want to play with him. I only have AUG DPS. Good luck with keys. I see him in there. All right, Sam, you want to go right now? Yonj, do you want to do... Have you done this dungeon? I kind of want to run through it real fast. I kind of want to do it on like 14. Sam, have you done this on any higher level key? I did it like 20 times already. You can add me. I don't think I have. So why don't we just queue for this? Why don't we just both queue for this? Well, I'll tell him. I got a DK. Why don't we just apply for that? Can't be any longer than a minute. Check DMs on Discord when you can. This. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Let's get rid of that. Thank you. Which one? Okay, Sam, apply for this. Wait, no, Sam, no, wait. I have a DK. Wait, I got DK from stream. Okay, wait, I'll have to make my own key then. Yeah, okay, it's all good. I'll make my own key. Sorry. Okay. Sam's coming. That's on 12 and 14. Perfect. Let me add you, and then it's listed right now. Wait, sorry, Jurgen. They added you right after. Okay. Friend request has been sent. Got you. Oh shit, he's also in here. Great. Suggest invite. There you are. No, I left. Okay, thank you, Jurgen. Thank you. All right. Doing this on 14 as Druid of the Claw, I will need healing. Like, I just need him to know, like, he will need to heal me if I play Druid of the Claw for this. I swear it's not as good as you. It's not going to be as good as Eloons. There's, like, no way that it's going to be as good as this. I don't think so, man. Shred swipe to mango to. There's no way. Average ground increase your agility by for 8 seconds. First mango after entering combat. I don't think so. Normally, Mistweaver, are you on stream? Are you on my... Okay, wait. See on my stream. I've done this already. We double timed it. Just okay. It's a brand new build. My bear normally needs 0 healing. It's just this is a brand new build. It's not the best bear build. I just want to test it. Message the other day, but I think you were AFK. You're learning Ooh, dude, Orc Prez is actually so good right now. Dungeon difficulties on normal. It's on normal real quick. Yeah. Have you not played with the DK yet? I've played with a few Frost, and to be honest, all of them were kind of sus. Like, I'm not gonna lie. All of them kind of sucked. Like, not like sucked a lot. Just, they weren't that good. They were not that good for whatever reason. What is this? Okay. Eat some sugary yogurt and stuff. What's up, LB? Gonna be recording on playing Zophite. Dude, wait, LB, that's you? Oh, shit, that's you. I was literally watching your Lightsmith video this morning. You came up for me. Huh. LB. I was watching your Lightsmith video. I actually was watching. Yeah, I was watching your Lightsmith video. I didn't realize it was you. I didn't realize that was your shaman. Oh, shit. What's up, LB? Do you also stream? I've never caught your stream on Twitch. I saw your Lightsmith video come up. Just randomly on my YouTube, and right before I hopped on today, I was thinking about, I was like really tired just because life stuff, and I was almost not going to stream today. I kind of thought about taking it off. She haven't picked up as much. Yeah, I got you. No problem. I just started doing the YouTube videos myself, but I do things from mostly from a tank perspective. I actually am going to make a little bit of a healer, this or that. This key on 14 hurts a little bit more, and I'm just thinking about how the hell I'm going to get coverage. Like, I really wonder if I drop GG for Rage. The coverage on second boss with this build has to be TNC. I'm trying to think about how I can make this work. It's actually going to be tough. What's up, LB? LB Ninja makes healer content for the YouTubes, if anybody wants to go watch it. I am not a main healer, though. Healing is not really... I like healing as a passion project, but I wouldn't say I'm very good at it, to be honest. It's more like I play Preservation Evoker, and I really like that, but I never actually get to play Prez because, you know, Prez has the worst public perception out of any. I think people are more likely to take a Holy Priest than they are a Preservation Evoker. It's really sad. Okay. I genuinely wonder, do I get one-tapped on the second boss? Do I also not... Wait a second. No, wait. No shot I wouldn't play this, would I? Do you not play Reinforced Fur? This is actually maybe how you do this. I wonder if it's this. This is an absolute take. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Right? I'm ready. Let's go. I want to see how this goes. This is an absolutely cooked bear build, okay? This is the most cooked you could possibly get, but I wonder if it'll work. All I want to know is this is not going to be optimal. What you need to know while I play this is that whatever I'm about to do is very much not going to be optimal. However, I'm going to see if I can make it work. So, like, during cooldowns, you know, I'm a god. Especially Druid of the Claw, like, during Incarn with the new tier set and everything. You are, effectively, you're not only immortal, but you are a damn god. Oops. I really need people to wait for aggro while these guys come in. I really wish my DPS would just give me a second. This pull, the first pull, actually, as a tank, I think that in Pugs, when this dungeon goes live, I am 1000% just going to tell people, you need to wait. Because, like, I need to gather from far and close, which is, this pull is not that bad. Like, can you do this pull? Absolutely. But I really am just going to be communicating with my Pugs every time. It's like, do not hit the mobs early, because until they actually group in, and you don't want to group those sides in early because they'll be hitting DPS. So here, for example, my Incarn has run out. I go back to Barkskin, but then it's just, I'm going to be squishier. This is a 14. It's not a 12. It's not a 10. It's going to hit hard. Mostly the second boss is what I'm worried about. Everything else I can find a way to live. The second boss does require an actual defensive rotation. I mean, so if you take a look at my damage is very competitive right now. But you can see, like, I'm almost dying to the end of this pull just because I don't want to commit cooldowns and resources. Let's pull this dungeon safe. Let's do it safely. So we're going to not skip this pack right here. I have my Ravage proc. I really want to send it. I missed that Tooth and Claw Ravage. Okay. So, like, right now, for example, I need to get a Thrash on these mobs, and then I'll have aggro. Like, people can go swing now. But here you can see that the problem is that A, I'm just going to be super squishy outside my cooldowns. So I can't hit Tooth and Claw until it lights up because I need to be spending my rage on Iron Fur. And I don't know, Druid of the Claw just doesn't... It doesn't feel like... Because remember, Blood Frenzy used to be uncapped. And that made Druid of the Claw feel a lot better when we played Raze back in Dragonflight Season 2. Like, I swear it felt a lot better because we just had significantly more Rage Gen. But it doesn't feel as... And Ursox was... I don't think it had been nerfed yet. That's one of the ways they nerfed it from the God comp. Was they nerfed the shield you get. So every time you would hit Thrash or Raze, you would get this gigantic shield. At the end of this pull, you can see... I'm not struggling. I'm just... going to need, and that pull I do very little damage. So I'm really not sold on this in keys. I want to make it work. I am cooking a build. Like, there's probably some ways to mess around with this. Holy shit, walking in here, I'm getting absolutely smacked. Even I shouldn't be though. Like, I'm in cooldowns right now. Normally you normally send like a lunar beam there and you are hard chilling. I maybe have to cook around with talents a bit more, but I swear this is just not an optimal build. It's going to... I wonder... The main question I have is the single target of this build. Is it going to be significantly better? I think that that's probably my absolute main thought process, is because the main problem with Druid right now is its single target damage is abysmal. It's really bad. When I tested all the tanks before, and I did this dungeon a whole bunch on the first few days of PTR... it was just very apparent to me that Druid was the weakest single target DPS tank. And that's not, like, I wasn't playing it wrong. I was really doing my best to absolutely min-max it, you know what I mean? But I just couldn't, I just seriously could not do competitive tank damage. Comparatively to my other tanks. It's not the end of the world. Like, when I say that, it's not like it's several million DPS behind. No, we're talking like 500k. But let me see what this does. Obviously, I've hit a Ravage on those guys, so that'll be a little better. But I want to see what this build does. How should I import your retail stuff to PTR? So you don't want to copy account. You copy per character because the account stuff takes forever. Yeah. Blizz kind of messed up with that one. Don't copy account stuff. Just copy character and then copy your add-on folder in your interface. If you don't know how to copy your add-ons, then you'll have to work on that. Ooh, we did not lust the first pull, did we? So I have to manage my Iron Fur while still wanting to hit Raze. That part about this build, again, I never really liked that gameplay. I kind of like if I want to hit the damaging button, I want to hit the damaging button. Did they change the circle? Why does the circle feel a lot less big than it used to? His circle was a lot bigger before, no? Maybe it's just my imagination. I want to get over to those other ads and help kill them. I can immobilize this one with a wild charge. Randomly never before seen bear tech, because you never have to worry about it. This boss is still healthy enough, most likely, for me to just hit Incarn right now. We'll see. Let's look at the damage done overall, and we'll kind of even it out. So my bear, depending on the route, this is a 14, mostly we were testing on 12 for the first few days while we were all learning the dungeon. So my bear is going to be able to... I should have at least 3 million. The idea here is at least 3 million, if not more than that. So in Incarn, we just want to maintain... The idea behind this build is that it's basically 2 Iron Fur. It's 1 to 2 Iron Fur, and then the rest you spend on your TNC procs, your Rays, etc., 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 or your Mauls, which is now replaced. I still feel super suspicious about this build, and especially because I use Incarn here, I don't have Lunar Beam to cover the next pull. So all of a sudden, we killed this boss really fast. We have very good single target damage. I will say, my Fury Warrior, I think he's clapping these ads a little bit. Let's see, 68% on boss, 76% on boss. My Fury Warrior actually doing a lot of damage there. But now my Incarn is not up. So the question is, can I even live this next pull? Is it possible to live this without Incarn? If I was a Loons, 100% I could. Because you go left. The route here for sure is you want to skip that first Sentinel. You don't want to pull any of these Sentinels. And then the idea here is that I'm going to Bark, hit this, and then I'm going to pull all of this here. But this is where I would normally... Man, that Warrior is hitting some stuff really early. So I SI right now to fill, and then we get settled, and then I would have to make it back. But again, without Lunar Beam, I just have this giant rotation. I'm going to die for sure, yeah. Can you give me a second? As I run through, give me a sec. I actually am going to need Rage, probably, to fill those things right there. Or just have Incarn. Yeah, I need like a second if he can't hit stuff before I'm actually running through. Okay, test again. It's fine. Yo, so I kind of figured I would die there, but I just wanted to really test it. Because now watch what happens when I have Incarn. No SI, but now I'm fine. How's testing going? We just started for today. I'm testing a very, not troll, just a build of Druid, which is going to be significantly squishier. But watch what happens now when I have Incarn. I'll be able to live this without a problem. We just send the Frenzied here like this. Holy sh... So this is no problem on Aloons. This pull right here on Aloons is no problem. Well, now that I've applied my Ravage, I should technically be able to have the DR and stuff. They get hit by a Warp, which is less than ideal. I want to show... Because I could be self-sustaining 100%. If I have Lunar Beam up right now, like, I'm not going to die. But even during Incarn, and I'm getting procs, but I'm just going to die straight up. Hold up. There you go. I think to fully test, we go 12. Otherwise... I mean, 14's easy. 14, we double time 14 before. The damage of this build is not bad. The healing of this build is also not bad, to be fair, right? It's just the big Earth Socks and stuff. But I don't think this is the play. Like, I seriously, look at how, I mean, I really feel like we can go 14. But let me go, I'll go real bear build and 14. That's fine. Missing like 30. No, because we get scaled. All gear gets scaled on PTR. Yeah. So everything, it doesn't matter what I'm playing. It gets scaled to 7, 10. Yeah. Just go? Nah, because I'm testing stuff. Nah, for YouTube content. I will say, let's do full run. Let's do full run real fast. That's fine. Is the other shit different for the hero? It sounds will not play. So the tier is decent. It's just that this build, it has problems. I mean, I really I want to show you what I mean. Because you watch how I was struggling that attempt. Let's make this one video. Because let's just go ace the other 14 on mechanically and stuff like that. No. Trust me. Watch. I will do the same exact pull because I've done it before. And it was the easiest stuff. It's just that this build is so much squishier in keys regardless of damage. This is seriously key levels below. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is just key levels below, actually. So we're going to go back to what I think is actually a much better build, where we can either play double FC or here, like this, and then we want Rend and Tear. Now, there's the question of FC here, right? Watch this. Watch how different the build gets. Like, seriously, watch how different the build gets. I'm going to come in for a second, and you're going to watch just the difference in tankiness, where my healer will barely have to touch me. It's significant. As I enjoy my yogurt, but this will just be because I'm going to do the same exact thing I just did. And I want to show you the absolute difference. Where we're not playing through here. Remember, there's a giant talent change with all of this. You're playing here instead. And this is a massive shift. This is a massive shift where I'm still going to do a bunch of damage. Like, I'm still doing a whole bunch of damage. It's less busted. Well... You want to play it because Ravage procs it. It's just that it was heavily nerfed. It used to be, and I don't even have combat pots this run, no problem. I don't need them. I'm ready now. Watch the difference, okay? I'm playing the same gear. I'm not changing anything with my gear. I've just gone back to a more traditional build here. Yeah? And then we'll go here like this. Actually, I don't even have... I still have my 2 talents over here, which I could have changed in the spec tree, but those are less important. But we'll see the massive difference being able to play with Lunar Beam, which I made sure I have on my bars, correct? Yeah, okay, it's there. Where we just don't hit Maul. You spend all rage on Iron Fur. So we're going to be Flying Bear this. Moonfire that from range. Gather this as swiftly as possible so that my DPS don't die. Look at the difference of survivability in 3, 2, 1. So remember the other build during Incarn was fine as well. Can you see the difference? Look at my health. It's not moving. That's so strange. Look at my health again. It's not moving. How interesting. It's such a vast difference between the hero talent trees. It's not about the damage. And also, my damage is still fine. Now, just remember, my damage is also fine. This is hilariously different. Like, it's a completely different tank. I swear. I'm literally playing a different tank right now. Where it's actually... Yeah, exactly. Do you see the damage there? It's just... And I still did 10 mil, a little bit less damage than before. But you can... Now, watch this pull. So now I have coverage here. Watch this. So I'm going to walk in. Bark Skin. This pull before, I almost died on, if you remember, but I have Bark and Lunar Beam. It's the coverage. Because what people don't understand is that tanking in a key is not sim-based. It's not sim-based. Also, I really wish DPS would just give me a second when ads are coming in like that. But it's not sim-based. So right now I have Rage, and then I'll get back to my Lunar Beam. It's when you're actually in a key, what you need is coverage. I need to know, it's like, great, my Rage is running out, now I have Lunar Beam. And that's what Lunar Beam fills. Druid of the Claw doesn't fill that. It just enhances what you're already good at, so then you'll really need externals and stuff when you're not actually tanky. It's a completely different thing. It's not just zero mistakes, it's the fact that you actually need to rely on your healer and your team. Whereas this, I don't need to rely on anybody. Like, and that's the thing with pugging is, like, if you're playing in a team, I suppose, it's fine. Same thing happened with, like, a Pally tank, you know? Or even a Demon Hunter tank. You still need externals on pull and stuff. Here we go. I don't have Innervate from my healer because I was still kind of in a Troll Druid of the Claw build. You remember how I gathered this before? Now it's not going to be a problem. Look at my health on this pull. It just won't move. There's a big difference between the hero talent trees. This is, I mean, this is just the Druid testing. That actually, I will say, damage is higher in Druid of the Claw. But is it worth it? No, it's really not. I wonder what he died to there. Normally people don't get one tap by this. I mean, I guess on 14 a little bit, like things hurt a bit, but I mean, when I was healing this before, I think I healed it on 14. It didn't hurt that bad, to be honest. So you can see my Incarn has expired, but my Lunar Beam is still up. And then I'll have Barkskin here. What's the Lunar? It's a very Thrash-focused set. I press one Frenzy to get to my Barkskin, and then I have full coverage. Actually, the set I genuinely think might be bugged. It is not proccing as much as it should be proccing. Basically, we get these Star Surges, which deal no damage. I mean, the reason its damage is so low is they deal literally nothing. But the main problem, like I got one proc there, I don't think it's proccing as much as it should. Something's weird about it. It's not 40% right now, at least. Look, the Star Surges do literally like 1 to 2% damage. Maybe less. Look at my overall right now. The Star Surge is 1.3%. It is nothing. So the Star Surges are not exciting. The only exciting thing is that it does trigger Lunation. Yeah. The Star Surges do nothing. The Thrash damage is nice. The main thing is the Lunation. Lunation is a big deal. Basically, we have more Lunar Beam uptime, but it was proccing more on target dummies. So I'm a bit confused. It's not proccing in keys, seemingly, from my testing, as it doesn't seem like a 40% proc rate. It seems like much less. Because, like, I haven't procced it a single there. I procced it one. I proc one there. Now, granted, you might play Flashing Claws. That might be a difference. That could be one of the things, right? I don't know. It shouldn't... Tier sets shouldn't scale with item level, but I wouldn't be surprised if they secretly did. Could be... I mean, my haste is pretty high. I have a fair bit of haste. It's not like I'm not hasted or anything like that. Tier sets... No, they shouldn't... Tier sets don't scale with item level. What? Tier sets scale with item level? Wait, no, they don't. No, they don't. What do you mean? Have you come to a conclusion in terms of Rage of the Sleeper? I haven't come to a conclusion just yet, to be honest. I'm still testing. I would say that I'm currently playing the build we play on live. I have played in the other 14. I went double FC, and I felt squishier, although I did do more damage. So I think it kind of depends. I bet you from a pure, almost DPS point of view... Oh, my Vortex might have just trolled. He was going to grip them. So one will get eaten at least. It's fine. One's not the end of the world. From my testing, I think that you should just aim to be a tanky tank. That's always my perspective on tanks, though. My perspective is, like, you shouldn't greed damage. You should be a tanky tank. If I'm a tankier tank who needs no healing, then Mr. LB Ninja, who's healing this group, can get more fire bursts. He can get more lava bursts out. He can cast Chain Lightning and AoE instead of worrying about me. So I just believe that the tankier I am, the more my group can do, and the group damage, you know, is more important than my damage. If I can live a pull with an extra pack, it's more damage for my group. I'm not saying tank damage doesn't matter. I'm just saying I'm not playing this entirely wrong. Could I have played this boss slightly better? Sure. Did I miss a global? Maybe. But I mean, this is bad, dude. I'm basically doing 1.2 mil single target. You'll have to see last boss, although it has a small damage amp, because I am hitting Thrash on these ads and stuff. My group has big single target damage, which is nice. We're gonna kill the boss now. Nice. So we have big single target damage. Watch this next pull. You remember how I died in the last one? I'll put this all as one video because I want to show you the massive difference. Watch the same pull. Just don't hit early. Don't hit early. Make sure that they give me time to aggro, and then watch this pull. I have no combat pod. I don't need it. Just walk left. Walk left. I don't even need my healer. Watch this. I'm going to be just fine. We shift out of bear. We go here. I'm going to hit rage a little bit early. And then we go incarn, lunar beam. Watch my health on this pull. I'm telling you, the difference between the hero talents is wild. Because you remember what my health looked like on the previous time I did the same exact pull? Look at the difference, man. It's not even comparable. It's not comparable. Look at the difference. Do you see how different this is? It's like I'm playing a different tank. If you were here the last time I did this pull, I died. Because I was playing Druid of the Claw, I just didn't have coverage. Granted, my DPS and stuff got hit by a warp, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill SI until I get back to Barkskin, and I'm 100% covered on this pull. Like, I hit one Frenzied Regen right here because I'm a second behind. It's still alive. This pull's lasting for a while. It should be dead already, but that's okay. Because I have Barkskin, then Lunar Beam, and I'm fine. Look how different. This is amazingly different. That's what I'm... like, it doesn't matter that I did less damage. Druid of the Claw, I was doing 10 mil on this pull. Doesn't matter. Like, you cannot compare how tanky I was there versus how not tanky. Like, it's not a Demon Hunter pull. It's a difference between the hero talent trees of Bear. Like, cool? Because I can also do this next pull, although I'm going to be a second late for coverage. So I'm going to hit one here, and I'm going to pull the Sentinel because we have no way to skip him. So I have Lunar Beam up. I'm going to stop this first warp just in case somebody gets hit. And then after the Lunar Beam, what I'm going to have for this first one is Barkskin. And here we go. And that's why Druid's so tanky, is that you don't really have these gaps in your rotation. Because after this, I'm going to have Incarn, which means I can hit a Frenzied Regen right now to keep myself nice and top, because I did actually get hit by a warp there. But then I have Incarn, and I have Lunar Beam, and now I'm fully covered. And this is already dead anyways. Nice prio damage. That Arcane Mage really bursting that guy down very fast. I know I'm going to live, so I can actually just go ahead and start chaining, because I have Incarn up. You want to pull this area. There's a big pull in this area. You kind of want tank cooldowns for it, because it hurts a little bit. So I'm going to make sure that I go left side first, and we'll clear some of the trash here. All these guys hurt because a lot of them, these phase blades, they have magic damage. I don't know exactly if it's 50% or 100%. But it hurts. All I can tell you for sure is that it hurts. It hurts quite a bit. So we have Barkskin, and we have Lunar Beam. And I really wish I had messed with my plater a little bit, because these skinny little nameplates are not my cup of tea. I like them thick, if you know what I mean. I like them much thicker than this. I like a little bit of girth to my nameplates, and these are not for me. All right, Lunar Beam's expiring. I just watched my health for a second, and we're good. When I post this, though, maybe some people will be like, they can criticize my gameplay and be like, you know what, I think you played Druid of the Claw wrong. Potentially. But, all right, so I'm going to watch my health here, because I only have Lunar Beam. But nonetheless, I have a cooldown to cover, and then I'll rotate to Bark, and then we'll do the big pull after this. This is like still cooldown recovery-ish. And then we have kind of a big pull coming up, but I know I want all my tank cooldowns for it. Otherwise, I may perish. But yeah, this should just be like a very interesting little gameplay loop where I don't think that the people... I know my DK has. I don't know about anybody else in here if they've done a 14 yet of this dungeon. So This is just a pug. I just logged on to PTR, found this group. I would say you know what I'm surprised by? I think this is the first Fury Warrior I've seen, and I'm not going to lie, he's doing pretty good. All right, so this is the big pull here where you pull this big Sentinel, and basically you want to combine all of this. But right when you pull these, they're going to clap you. So I want to incarn a second early just to make sure I get settled. And then you can also pull these guys. The Phase Blades are just tank damage. The Far Stalkers are a little bit of everything. They hurt a little bit. So you might want to limit this in the future. But effectively, as long as you have cooldowns, you should be able to get through this pull. The tank in particular, I feel like it depends how much your healer. There's a lot of things to heal on this. I've also healed this already. And I can tell you, so without pressing defenses and stuff, we are going to be in trouble. If this goes too far, I will die. This is why I wanted all my tank cooldowns. So I'm going to overlap Lunar and this and see how long I can live. This Sentinel dude, when this key level starts getting higher, he starts doing some massive damage to the group. So I don't think we're going to quite be surviving this here. I don't know how long I can live. Probably not that long because, like I said, I'm hitting everything I can do. But realistically, yep. I don't think Cass got us. I think it was that Cass that got us? Out of curiosity. I don't think so. I think it's the normal damage there. Let me see. We can check for the future. So when you do this on live, no, that wasn't Cass. Wasn't Cass. Just Leap. Leap and Sentinel. Those Far Stalkers. So what we can do, though, is we cannot chain that one Far Stalker in. It was just Leap since no cast went off there. It's just the unstable core. That was one cast there. Okay, there was a cast, actually, that went off. It was a few casts, though. Yeah. Skip the left pack. So if we go do this again, that's totally fine. But I need my Incarn probably. Actually, I can get by with this. RFA, thank you for... Wait, Gloratello. Gifting subs. What's up, dude? Thank you for the sub. What's up, Gloratello? You do. I still think this pull is not that bad. I'm going to have Lunar Beam and Rage, plus Bark is still rolling, so I incap now. Probably just an actually need to use CCs. When people are testing their specs, we always forget to use our CC. Whoops. Because we're so focused on, like, learning and stuff like that. Or, like, trying our DPS rotations as best as possible. What's up, Gloratello? Have you tried PTR at all? I think it's so much fun to play PTR. I love it. Yeah, this pull, see what I mean? When we actually have cooldowns to burst that big guy down, not a problem. It's so easy to do this pull. No issue there at all. Just this one Far Stalker dude, maybe you leave him for a second, but otherwise, pretty easy, I think. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not yet, just living through you. What do you know what you want to play next season? Because I know I want to maintain at least 3 tanks at current gear item level. Probably still maining my Druid, although it does have some fundamental issues, which I'm trying to kind of point out in this testing right now. They could fix it. Give a little bit, like even a mangle buff. Like a way to buff Druid would be like a mangle buff as in particular. You could see, though, the difference in my survivability between the 2 specs. It is pretty wild to me. Yeah, that's exactly. Yep, that's the plan. So you pull, these guys are a boss, but you need to have big cooldowns when you do this because it will hurt, right? Yep. I got my Druid of the Claw, sorry, not my Druid of the Claw, my Mark of the Wild. So I hit this. Preferably, you would probably have your DPS pull the boss for you because there's actually a lot of tank damage in this pack here. We get this one kick. These Rift Claws are no joke. You need to, they will one-tap you. By the way, as a tank player, you need to know that Rift Claw by this boss will literally one-tap the hell out of you. You need, and no matter what tank you're playing, when I was on my Warrior, Demo Shout was enough on the Warrior, but effectively you're thinking like Shield Wall, each one. On my Pally, it will one-tap you without big cooldowns. On my Monk was pretty chill with it, actually. You just need to make sure you have some self-healing and sustain after with some orbs. Or a big Celestial or something, but like, you know, Monk was fine. The timing of this first Incarn is always weird here. I kind of missed out on a lot of Incarn value. And here, you would want to pop big defensives and be care about stacking. So I'm going to res him in a second. This is where your healer would pop big healing cooldowns, big everything. This intermission really does hurt, even if you don't overlap. The second that this key gets higher than a 10 or a 12 on PTR, you actually need to like know the mechanics and stuff. I want to eat my yogurt. Can I take a bite of yogurt while I do? Oh, yeah, totally. It's thick enough. Look at that. It's thick yogurt. I love tanking on your bear and brew. Okay, so the void claws are coming. I was taking a bite of my yogurt. I need to know when this it's an initial magic damage hit, the rift claws. That is with bark skin and a shield on me. It does a lot of tank. It's an actual tank buster. You will die. That bark skin is a 40% DR. It's a big cooldown. So the next one, Lunar Beam's probably enough on this key level, but at some point it'll be Lunar Beam plus Rage and slash or either a Lunar Beam plus Rage or a big SI. Again, on my other, so I missed the timing of it. I told you I was going to hit SI there. I told you it would one tap. I did mean that. It will one tap you. I missed it. I said I was going to SI and I forgot it was so soon after. It will one tap you. I just straight missed the button. If you miss the DR, gone. It's over. I've already double timed this on 14, so I know I can live it. But as an example, it will literally one tap you from 100 to 0. I forgot my SI. I was gonna hit it. I just thought it was like I had like 5 more seconds. My bad. That will happen. This will be my video. I will share my mistakes so that you do not make the same mistake. What's funny is if they live this phase, I bet you they could actually kill the boss on the next little amp. Nah, Brett. I will never convert to VDH. I played it before. I don't like it. I'm just not a VDH enjoyer. Yeah, so how much did it actually overkill me by, out of curiosity? 800k? Not that bad. I guess I had the warp strike on me too. It's literally directly after. They did manage to kill this, so you know what? Let's release. Oh, you release where? Oh, here. Yeah, okay. What time was our timer at? You know what's funny is we could probably still time this right now because I have a good route through this place. Rebuffs and let's go. I missed my defensive. That's all that happened there. Your healer, if you're a healer, you should be aiming to put any sort of like downpour AG or anything on your tank or a disc priest. You could be shielding your tank on that. So we're going to have to maybe try a little bit of bigger pulls here. But this one, you just kind of come around this pillar and they all come in. But I like give or take the route for this, where you can kind of get these casters in and then just basically rotate AoE CC. Right, so I have this here, Big Vortex Typhoon. They all group perfectly. I can do a little War Stomp-ish, little War Stomp action, and then we're good to go. I think that key tanking on Bear it's like such a chill experience. Although, with the Tank Buster, you got to make sure you have a button for it. Sometimes when people, like at the end of the season, if you're watching stream, or something, you're like, man, how do you never die? It's like, because I did. Because the first time I did the dungeon, I totally died. And then you get better, and you progress. And I think that sometimes people forget that keys are a lot about progression. Keys are very, very progress-minded. And I think it's important, actually, at the beginning of the season, you will see a lot of the tanks that you may or may not admire. You'll see them die to mechanics. What's up, Executioner? I played Prop Pally. So, good night, Gloratello. Good night. Thank you for the gifted sub earlier. So Prop Pally actually feels not bad, but squishier. These Gloom Bites really, really hurt tanks, so you have to make sure you have 1 or 2 defensives for it. 1 or 2. If there's another one on me, not quite yet. I don't want to hit this SI just yet. Okay, so Prop Pally had the most damage. That's the Gloom Bite right there. Prop Pally had the most damage out of any tank I have played. I finished this dungeon at 4.2 million overall as Lightsmith, but it will certainly get nerfed because that interaction is really silly with the Lightsmith. That will get nerfed. Once it gets nerfed, it will not have a niche. It either needs to be the highest damage tank or at least tied for highest damage, but it has no offensive group buff. It still has all its utility. Can you live? Yeah. But man, you're working overtime. You actually require external healing. It's just not as strong. It's just squishy. It needs baseline survivability buffs. Honestly, it needs survivability buffs more than anything. Of all the tanks I played, like for example, I'm not a very good Brewmaster. Brewmaster is just the tank I've played the least in my entire tanking career. And I was tankier on my Brewmaster than on Prop Pally. You know what I mean? We have cooldowns. We should go. We pull both of these. I bark skin right away, because these guys will kind of clap right as you pull them. And if people have aggro... Oh, I really wish people would just wait a second. If people take aggro right away, these phase blades do a leap mechanic to whoever they're in combat with. So if I pull, I kind of need people to just give me a second. Luckily, he hadn't pressed the surge yet, but still. There's a lot of healing on this pull. I've managed to do it on every key. It's not like the worst, but now I'm in trouble a little bit. I have Lunar Beam. Here we go. Yeah, basically, Prop Pally needs the healer's help, and other tanks are very independent right now. Oops, that zap did go off, unfortunately. One more ritual. Let's see, he has Ascendance in a few seconds. Yeah, they could buff it. There's a few things they can do to buff its survivability without it being overpowered, quote unquote. I think we still have time, actually. They could totally buff Pally without overpowering it. Even just like reverting one of the parry changes would be a pretty big deal. No, they never really buff tanks by straight giving them more stamina and more armor. Like, that's probably not going to happen. Why don't we just do this caster pack, and then I'll pull some of this on boss. Let's pull a few of these things on boss. I don't trust all of this on boss. So we'll just do this, because we have time. Let's play it nice and safe. We'll have no B-res for boss, so we do have to do the boss mechanic. But like you could see, so Bear, I'm feeling super independent. If my healer dies, I don't panic. If my healer dies on Bear, I'm just like, okay, probably be fine. But if I'm on my Prop Pally and my healer dies, I'm like, oh no. Healer dies 20 seconds into a pull, I'm like, oh no. But you can see my Bear just bark skin now, and we're chilling. Gonna grab a bite of my very yummy yogurt here. I don't know. I've been super stressed in life. And there's a time to sometimes like be super healthy, right? And be very health conscious. But there's also a time, you know, to just be like, I want sugar. Okay, so the idea here is we pull the rest onto boss. I will need, because I missed something earlier. So yeah, if anybody has combat, these Gloom Bites are going to rock my world in a second. Okay, I need to probably SI the very first one. Yeah, we go boss here. So when this Gloom Bite comes, I'm going to hit SI, because I don't know if I can outrange it. If I outrange it and I need to take another one, I am in significant danger. Let's go, boss. Hopefully we all know the boss mechanics. This is going to rock my world, this pull. I have this... Okay, there's a double Gloom Bite on me, so I bark skin. I can take both. It's fine. And you're just going to have to dodge. Just watch your feet a little bit. Oh, I'm going to miss mine. It's okay. I was getting distracted by tank stuff. Now, the problem is that actually reduces your haste by 30%. I need to stop this bite. Okay, good. Good. I messed up. My bad. Watch this next one, and then we're good to go. Good. I'm going to grab my thingy. Did I also miss that? Oh, I did. You know what? Hold up. This is not how you do this, boss. Okay, I'm back to Incarn. We are good to go. Perfect. And that's the percentage here. How you pull this last area, you could pull it much more aggressively than I chose to do. But I decided that this was going to be how we time the key. So I thought about the win condition, and I pulled it like this. Now we just have to make sure we don't miss our souls too much, and we'll be just fine. I'll have Roar for this next one, and here we go. Bear is just Bear. Bear feels good. Because I made an accident, I made a little whoopsie-daisy on the second boss, my overall is probably not going to be what I want it to look like, I will say. My overall is not going to look quite nice. I could have greeted that, refreshed that buff at the last second for a little bit more damage. But we are going to time this key. And I think that I'll finish at around 3 mil. Every tank is doing at least 3 million, which is not bad. But a lot of tanks are doing closer to 4. My Druid buff is super valuable, but so is a Warrior buff if you're not playing DPS Warrior. There's all this stuff, right? The interactions with what tank is currently meta. And I think that Bear is in an absolutely fine spot, but it's not S tier. As much as I want to say it is, I could live this key and do a little bit better, a little bit more damage, a little bit more control, a little bit more utility on my other tanks. So I unfortunately don't think that Bear is the thing that's going to be like just the meta tank. I'll still play it, of course. They wanted to make less tanks. They wanted to make tanks less independent, but still. Now, I made a lot of mistakes this key. I'm super distracted with life right now. I've been very, very stressed, and I just kind of want to eat ice cream and hole up in my goblin cave all day. It's pretty much what I want to do with my life right now. That being said, I also want to make sure there's only 2 more days that I get to test this dungeon, and it's really kind of a nice dungeon. I think they'll reduce the timer on it because you can see we had a lot of deaths there and still were able to time it, but yeah, GG's. Second boss, I just straight missed the defensive. Otherwise, I would have lived it fine. I missed... I missed my button. Otherwise, I would have been just fine, by the way. If I didn't miss my button on second boss, I would have been just fine. I thought I had 5 more seconds after that second set of warp strikes. Note for the future, you do not have 5 seconds. Right when that warp strike happens, use a defensive. No problem. Bear, super tanky, can live easy. That's a good question. Is Og any good? It's a good question. I haven't seen a single Og. That was my first Fury Warrior I played with too, by the way. And he was good. Also, Mage doing very good as well. I have to see. I'll play my Og at some point. I'll play my Og. But otherwise, it's pretty chill. Nice. I'll make that a YouTube video. LB, you still here? You want me to tag you in that? I'll probably just post both the runs, even the one that I failed. Just to show, like, Druid of the Claw versus this. I think Dev is still doing better DPS. I mean, Og is not technically that bad even right now. 3.16 mil for Bear. But it's kind of a scuffed run. The Mage died a lot. I mean, actually, so that means that Arcane Mage is in a really good spot if they're played well. Because that Mage is doing big damn. Interesting. I want to go test other tank. I'm going to go test Brute, Warrior, or Pally. Executioner, though, Pally's alright. It's not... I just think that it's basically bottom of B tier if I was going to make a list. I'm going to go test Brute, Warrior, or Pally. Probably Warrior next. Let's do Warrior real fast. Tonight, I'll upload the Guardian Druid testing. I actually think that was pretty good. If we look at the healing done overall as well... Yeah, see, when I'm playing Aloons, my healer didn't have to worry about me too much. He's playing Farseer as well. The Farseer testing was interesting. Alright, ready? I'm going to hop over and play my Warrior for a second. You want to do another 14, Frost? Or you want to just go 12? Og right now is fun. I've always thought Og and Keys was fun, to be honest. Also, if I ever miss your Twitch comment, it's because I'm mostly streaming on the... Or miss your YouTube comment. It's because I'm mostly streaming on lit Twitch. And I should link that to the YouTube. Just in case. If you're ever... I know a lot of people actually don't realize that. I mostly stream there. If I ever miss your comment. There you go. Boom. Pin. Hey, is the current state of Resto Druid and Balance might rule out Guardian Druid? Yeah. I kind of think that too, though. Can you show the head from close? You mean my Warrior set? My Warrior is kind of cool, huh? I think he looks awesome. Dungeon start... You want to do 14 again? Just for, like, a little bit of testing reasons? LB, you want to come? I don't know. Sorry, I forgot to ask LB if he was going to come. Since they've wrestled... Yeah, so... I do think that's one of the problems with Guardian is balance looks pretty interesting right now. With closest tankiness-wise, Warrior. Watch my Warrior do the same thing. Yeah. I think they are live chains. Wait, Sam, did I not actually get you on B-Tag before? Wait, did I not? Oh, no, it says you're offline. 4 minutes ago. Boom, boom, boom. Sam, thank you for coming to test. I did see your Frost doing big damn there. Yeah, I think Prot Warrior, though. Yeah, Prot Warrior for sure. And then Brewmaster. Okay, VDH, technically, right? Technically, the answer, Exura, technically speaking, is 100% it's VDH. However, it's going to get nerfed. It's going to get nerfed. They will nerf it. There's no way. Dude, who the hell? They're casually people doing... All right, let's play Enhanced. That's fine. I don't know who we're getting for this. We'll basically take whoever. Let's do 14. Again, I won't use any sort of... I will not use raid trinkets. I will keep only trinkets you can get from keys. What's up, Sam? I will keep only trinkets you can get from keys. As a way to test the key trinkets. Last key was spooky. Yeah, 14. Have you done it on 14 yet, LB? Yo, what's up, Sandal? How you doing? Is that your first 14 testing? Or had you done it before on a little bit higher? The damage is so spiky, not used to doing it as Resto Shaman. Oh, gosh. Also, you're playing Farseer, right? Like, Farseer in particular is a very kind of weirdly prep rampy healer. So, Farseer in particular is going to struggle a lot more with the spiky damage. Also, I did have a lot of DPS, in particular, too, who shall it totally fine. They're excited. But I was, like, running through a pack, and they were starting to hit stuff. So, it was hard with aggro. Trying to work out what is a good DPS for next season. Good DPS is so hard to say, right? A good DPS is very hard to say, Sandal. Things will change so much for DPS. I only can really tell you based on how tanks and healers feel. They don't tend to tune tanks and healers nearly as much as DPS. So, like, whatever the tanks and healers are is probably going to be what they actually are. Does that make sense? So I can answer tank and healer. In terms of DPS, probably the one you like playing the most. You know, the tank and healer. So right now for healing, it's relatively the same. Oracle's still Oracle, but they're going to nerf it. Tanks are still VDH, but they're going to nerf it. So after that, it's going to be like Prot Warrior or Brewmaster Monk for tanks. I actually feel both really good. Guardian Druid will be fine, but it won't be S tier. Probably like Prot Warrior. For healers, I actually think Resto Druid looks very strong right now. And Resto Shaman still provides a group buff. Is very, very, very valuable, even if they don't do big overall. But there's a sneaky one. There's a secret. You want to hear a secret? Hey, LB, you play all healers, right? Give or take? Yeah, it's Prez. Have you played it before? Have you tested it? Yeah, it's Prez. Prez is my main. I really, really love Prez. I will play it once today, and I will show you. Do you know, give or take, how much damage I will do on my Prez Evoker healing this on a 14? About 1.5 mil overall, give or take. I just don't want to show it too much because, yeah, something like somewhere between 1.5 and 2 mil, depending on how clean it is. That is a lot. Just to clarify, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. It is quite good. Also, Prez gets a group buff next season if they don't nerf it. I kind of don't want them to nerf it. Prez needs to do twice as much damage, though. It does not have a group buff. The problem is, in a physical comp, a Mistweaver, in a comp that actually supports it, a Mistweaver does so much damage. I mean, a Mistweaver will casually do, you know, just the Mystic Touch alone just does, what, 600, 700k overall? So if a Mistweaver actually only does 700k overall, they're actually doing 1.4 mil. If your Resto Shaman does 500k, they're actually doing how much? Like, probably over 1 million. So Prez doesn't have that. It needs to do that much more. It needs to increase your Guardian Druid damage. Coming from Prot Warrior, obviously, I'm doing more. Single target Prot Warrior is just a little bit... Guardian Druid single target right now is a little bit low. They could buff a few of its single target interactions. However, if you want to min-max your damage, the most important thing is probably take swipe off your bars. In Incarn, that's your big damage window in AoE. Make sure in Incarn you're not hitting swipe and you're not hitting Moonfire. During Incarn, once you get set up, it is literally just Lunar Beam, and then it's Mangle Thrash, and then make sure you have Iron Fur. Just don't waste rage. Iron Fur, if you don't have it macroed, and you can macro it, it's slightly suboptimal, but you can. If you don't want to macro Iron Fur, put it to your mouse wheel like this. So that when you can just mouse wheel scroll Iron Fur, huge tip for Guardian Druid. Otherwise, you will just not be able to do it nearly as well. All right, big mage, sure. Let's see if we can find a healer. LB, you want to test any more? Or are you good for today? It was nice to meet you, by the way. I've seen your videos before. If I post that Guardian Druid one, do you want me to tag you in it? If I post that to the YouTubes, I feel like I'll just take that whole section of both runs, even including my mistakes, and I'll probably tag you in it then. Sweet. Okay, sounds good. I'm very new to content creation. Actually, you know, I'm also new to streaming, kind of. My stream, I mean, today I'm a little low energy and tired. This whole month is going to be tough for me to get through, but once I get through this month, I will feel much better about my life. I'm posting as well. Cool. Sounds good. My YouTube is just the same as this. It's like here. Oh, I just meant like give some credit either in the comments or what. I think it's a thing people do. I don't know. I'm new at content creation. I want to try to do more content creation going into season 3. That's kind of my goal. I don't know. This is not a good key trinket, but I don't really have another trinket to use. This is not one that Warrior would actually want, though. Video with your Guardian knows you are the ones I watch. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you don't like it. I'm glad you like it. What's up, Battle? How are you doing today? Dude, I'm tired. I actually was almost in the stream today. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel my best. You know, Battle? Life has been getting me. Why don't we play Solia's? We still have this trinket. As funny as this will scale in a dungeon. Why don't we play this? You want to make a push team and title push and whatnot? I know a guy. Oh, do you want to go for it, LB? Interesting. All right. I don't know if I don't normally like title pushing. I kind of like chill. Like I just get to whatever I feel is adequate to say that I played the season, and then I'm chilling. Do you think Brew will be buffed further till season 3 launch? It's in a very good spot right now, but yes, I kind of have a feeling that when they tune tanks, they might buff it a little bit more. I could see them doing that. Because if they want it to be meta, they'll just buff it until it is. That's just the truth of it. Like, they will just do that. I think my stats for Warrior are very wrong. I'm just not sure how I can get more crit on PTR gear. I want more crit, but I don't have the ability to get more crit right now. Awkward thing to ask. Do you have a guide for the Mage Tower? No, but I have a very big trick for you, because there is a... Do you want to... How easy do you want to win it, Madman? There's a secret. It's not a pro. It's not like a. It's not bannable. It's not a problem. It's just they forgot to change this. But there's a little bit of a secret tech for it. Do you want the secret tech? It makes it much easier though. So if you want the accomplishment of having to do it for like 100 runs and treat it like a Dark Souls game, as easy as it can get. All right, bet. So this expansion, there's a chest enchant and a leg enchant, and for whatever reason, they don't scale down. Ooh, a Mistweaver. You want to come, LB? Bet. Let's do it. They don't scale down. So when you do the Mage Tower, you will just casually have like 1,000 extra primary stat, which is a lot. Get your Crystalline Radiance chest enchant, and get your armor kit. The current expansion one. And the Mage Tower, you literally just Moonfire and pretty much win. You might have to try it a few times to get a few things down, but yeah. You'll do a lot of extra damage. So it makes it much easier. You won't have to worry about it too much. But make sure you have the current leg enchant and the current chest enchant, and then that Mage Tower becomes much easier. Yup. You're welcome. Because I had to suffer through it. I was really bad at the Mage Tower for so long. I don't know, man. It's not my thing. I was so bad at it, and I struggled. I mean, I struggled. I was really working so hard at it. I think it took me like 100+ attempts back in the day. This was back in Shadowlands, though. I did it in Shadowlands, so we didn't have our talent tree. It became much easier once you had the talent tree. Okay, so the Guardian Druid tested it. Again, feels just like how I know it is. The Prot Warrior. Let's find out. I want to get rid of this so we can have our details meters here, and then let's do it. I wish I could get more crit on my Prot Warrior. I have Solia's, which will scale, should scale, technically. Right? It should scale. Wait, if it doesn't scale, it might be so old that it actually doesn't scale. How many expansions ago can you use a trinket from? This is from Shadowlands. I had it in my bank. Wait, no. Your mastery is increased by 1530. So the on-use effect is scaling. It's just not... Hold on. How much strength is it giving me? Very little. Nothing. It's giving me nothing. Does this scale or does it not scale? Okay, I don't have to play it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Does my Prophetic Stone scale? No, I think they might have fixed that. Okay. We'll just play this. It's fine. Okay. I guess we have a few other trinkets that we could play for whatever reason, if we wanted to. But I just don't have much in my bags right now, so we'll just play Signet. It's fine. A little bit more damage on damage windows. So Prot Warrior, there's a few different builds to play. I want to mess around with them a little bit. I kind of want to try... I'm going to do the same polls to really test. But I'm kind of curious about potentially changing a few things in here. One of the things I was thinking, and I know Prot Warriors will get mad at me, but are we sure about Booming Voice? If you're not playing Thunderlord, how sure are we about Booming Voice, man? I don't think, like, it's a 20% damage amp for your window of Thunderous Roar. It basically is 20% damage on Thunderous Roar if you never use it defensively. And I've just wondered, like, would you not want a little bit? I mean, Warrior's so tanky, I suppose, but I don't know. Mount Thane, the most fun. You never run out of rage or aggro. I tell you what, I'll do 2 Warrior keys. I will do the first one. As Colossus, and we'll own it. And then I'll do the second one as Mountain Thane, and I'll try Mountain Thane. Fair? Bet? All right. Because I haven't tried Mountain Thane. I just looked at it, and I was like, there's no way. We will compare actively. We will compare. All right? Yep, let's go. Always remind me to buff. I always forget. What's up, Crony? Are you ready? Let's go. Everybody ready? Waiting for Mr. ALB. All right, bet. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, wait. Pull 5. Okay, ready? Here, we're going to type this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bet. So we don't have a last stand anymore, which is weird. But basically, like, Warrior was so tanky before. It felt just as tanky as my Druid. My Druid is also very, very tanky, yeah? But Warrior feels just as tanky. It's just a little harder for me to get aggro on a gather. So I really, really need people to just wait, okay? Like, I really need people to just wait. I'm going to proc my cheat death. This first pull in particular, I don't gather it very effectively because I know I'm going to live. I know I just commit my cheat death. That's basically my whole plan here. I just commit my cheat death. I'm going to silence all these mites. And you can just see, my health on Warrior will basically not drop. It's great. And I will also do very competitive damage. And this is Warrior. Congratulations. It feels just like a Guardian Druid, except kind of permanently. Where Guardian Druid does what I'm doing right now in Incarn, Warrior just does this casually. Warrior just does this casually. In fact, I'm going to start getting bored, and I'm probably just going to start greeting Battle Stance, which is a very, very minor gain, but I might just start gathering in Battle Stance. Aside from a gather, which you do have to be careful of, look how good Warrior feels, man. Look at it. I mean, it doesn't take any damage, and I still do competitive DPS. In fact, I do more damage on my Warrior than I do on my Druid. I'm also very lazy with gathering because in Pugs, I don't trust them to wait. So I kind of just zoom ahead, take a back shot real fast with a shield wall up, and yeah. I actually should... So I'm not the best Warrior. I haven't played a lot this season. One of the things I absolutely should not have done is I should have waited 2 seconds to Thunderous Roar, because I lose damage on that Thunderous Roar hitting it like that. Right? This Demolish here as well. I don't know. So, like, Colossus is definitely just S tier. I mean, this is as S tier of a tank as you can get. You're super tanky. You have a Warrior buff. My single target damage will be 500k, basically. It's going to be, what, 33% more than my Druid. I'm basically immortal. I mean, maybe there's, like, Dawnbreaker I could see being a small problem for Warrior, potentially. I'm going to do the same exact pulls, which is this is just safe pulls. Safe pulls. It's just safe pulls. But again, you have shield wall up so often, don't be afraid to send it for a gather. Why did I get extra time of my shield wall? So we damage amp, boom. Again, you don't have to greet a battle stance. They changed it so that it's very, 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 very minor DPS gain. It's something like less than 1%, if not 1%. You know, it's still an optimization, but let's just say that I want to test Warrior. If this was a live key and we were pushing, I wouldn't. It's just that don't take any damage. But I don't take any damage. There are some bleeds in this dungeon. But I don't take any damage. But my health is not moving. I don't even have my shield up. Bro, I don't even have my shield up. I'm just literally chilling. I'm so tanky. It almost feels like they could nerf it and it would be fine. They could nerf it. It would be totally fine. In a brew versus prot... I actually think damage-wise, they're very similar. I'm not going to lie. The prot warrior versus brew conversation really is going to depend almost entirely on one factor. I'm going to battle stance here. It's going to depend on one factor and pretty much only one factor, which is DPS warrior good or is any of the other monk specs good? That will be the number one thing. I padded a little bit, okay? I padded a little bit, but otherwise, let's just go single target damage. I mean, I can be in battle stance for this whole fight. I'll need a tiny fraction more external healing. No. Definitely don't nerf tanks, Raylan. Don't do it. Listen to me. Don't nerf tanks. I'm just saying prot warrior is very tanky. It'll still have to deal with some of the stuff. Okay, like, what's prot warrior's weakness? Bleed and what? What's prot warrior weakness? Bleed and what? Bleed and magic damage. There is a ton of magic damage in this key. But you're going to see me be just fine with it. But there's a ton of magic damage in this key. It's 3% crit, but you don't have the defensive stance. They removed the main thing from it. I also need to play a different trinket because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with Signet. It's just the only things I had in my bags, basically. Is Warrior more tanky than Guardian? I can't believe I'm saying this, but honestly, maybe. Like, genuinely, kind of, yes. I also need more crit because of the tier set. You definitely want more crit. I just don't have it on PTR gear. I haven't crafted anything. I haven't, like, min-maxed my gear that much. But remember, I'm not playing any of the raid trinkets. I don't want to play any raid trinkets. My whole point of testing is to see what we're going to actually have at the beginning of the season. So only Mythic Plus dungeons. I will not test the raid trinket. Okay, Booming Voice. See if I can hit anything else with a Demolish. I gotta see if I can turn with that somehow. And then still on Booming Voice, make sure we hit the Thunderous Roar. So my single target damage on Warrior is, I mean, so you know what I mean? Are you also clicking abilities on live? Oh yeah, no, I click abilities on live. Let's call it a weird habit that I picked up a long time ago and never broke out of. I am casually dropping my shield on this encounter. I'm in battle stance the entire time, and I am so hard chilling. It's not even. I'm not worried about dying at all. Am I using my old set? Why am I randomly proccing a shield wall? Is something weird about that? Did you see that I procced a shield wall there? I didn't hit shield wall, though. Wait. Is there... Are we... Is Warrior wouldn't be bugged and still somehow having its old set, would we? Oh, that's right. Because we're not... Oh, because I'm playing Colossus. That's right. That's right. You're right. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about this. Because I always played Unstoppable Force. I didn't play Warrior last season very much. You're right. I was like, why am I random? It's because of the immovable object. Which is just even more tanky. I didn't even realize that interaction. Watch this. This pull is a very, very, very hard-hitting tank pull. I will even go defensive stance. This is literally almost entirely magic damage. Ready? Do not hit things, please. Just wait. Don't hit things. Just don't hit things. They charge to you. They charge to you. Please. No one hit anything. Just don't hit the things. Don't hit them. It's not that hard. Oh, no. If you just don't hit anything for a second. This is a very hard-hitting tank pull, by the way. This pull, you will see, if your tanks try this on live, they're going to die. A lot. This is a very hard-hitting tank pull. My bear will die here, actually, so I'll proc cheat death right now, and I'll let that happen. I know I'm going to have to commit everything. This is all spell damage, yeah? So right after this, I'm going to Interrupting Shout, and then I'm going to Shield Wall on this. And then I'll have give or take Demo Shout back up, or another Shield Wall. We have Immovable Object. That's right. Make sure I game around that. And then boom. And then I'll probably press another Shield Wall. No joke. And then I'll save the Demo Shout. It's not going to be min-max damage, because this pull is going to live a little bit longer. Because when that happens, I just need people to wait like 2 seconds. Warrior, if I have to play Warrior for a season, I don't mind. I like this tank. However, man, am I just going to have to explain aggro to some people. These guys charge to their current target who they have threat on. This pull, this guy, significant magic damage. I have no cheat death. I'm going to Rally Cry for myself. Immovable Object for this hit and a Spell Reflect. I think you could probably spell reflect each one just for the magic DR. I'm not playing the new Hunker Down talent, although it's not actually a bad talent for this key. A lot of kind of sparse magic damage in this key. So I wonder if you would... I think like Dawnbreaker would also be a really good key for that potentially... Okay, so we just shield wall. This one is already back. Nice. Good. What is the aura you're using? No, this one is this one's just quasis. I like quasis. Very lightweight, very easy to set up. Now is also fine, but I use quasis. So like, did I min-max this pull? No. Is my damage a little bit less? Yeah. But are we fine? Yup. Anything spell blockable? Well, they remove spell block from warrior, so you know, you don't technically have that option, but as a holy paladin, or sorry, prot pally, absolutely. A lot of things spell blockable in this key, but also Dawnbreaker was the most, maybe even infamous spell block dungeon, technically, right? So charge through, don't take melees, give me a second for aggro, please. I'll even demo shout early, 1, 2, 3 damage setup. Big damage here, could have waited for a trinket, all good, not greeting too much. And then I will make sure that I have my AoE kick right here. Boom. AoE kick also very helpful in pugs. Better than a silence sigil, puts things on cooldown. There we go. Quite nice, actually, we'll say. And then depending on our cooldown situation, which we will not have any cooldowns, so why don't we go the right pull first and then the left pull. Left pull is scarier than the right here. But yeah, warrior without spell block is fine. Like, this is almost entirely magic damage, and I'm just playing, sitting in D-stance. There's no point to stance hop, etc., etc. It's just so tanky, man. So we're going to do this pull here to get cooldowns back. I demo shout immediately to settle. And then I want to heroic throw. I got to get a little better on my warrior gathers. Like there I had to turn my back for a second because I was just lazy. Honestly, there's nothing else to it except laziness. And then I miss my demo shout window of booming voice. I have a weird feeling that I might swap booming voice in the season. I'm not sure. Warrior will be not just fine. Warrior will be... I mean, I genuinely think, from my tank testing, I think warrior is like S tier. I think, okay, so when they nerf VDH, they haven't nerfed it yet, but when they nerf VDH, it will be the best tank. This is, I think, a half a tier above other tanks, in my opinion, right now. It's too tanky for how much damage, and consistent damage, too. It's not just crazy burst down. Like, the one other thing with Bear is, if Bear does good overall, Bear kinda is trolling. A little bit, okay? That first cast is on me. No, there's no way that he would have started blasting this dude like as I'm pulling him, right? Okay, I got it back. It's okay. And then I'll just AoE taunt for my kick as well. Oh, so spell reflect, boom. Sometimes I hate DPS. I just feel so helpless as a warrior when like my DPS, I don't have Moonfire. Moonfire is so OP for stuff like that. I messed up my shield, so I'm just gonna hit this real fast. It's always good, but not this good. It's good, not this good. This is way too... This is like... This is a tier above good. This is very good right now. Does that make sense? I'm gonna wait for booming voice for a second. And then I'm gonna hit the... Then I'm gonna hit this. Boom. Then I have these big shield slams. Keep in mind, because of the tier set and stuff, you also get prio damage. So I should be prioing the mob that I should be prioing. My shield slam critting is going to do a bunch of damage to a single target. I mean, you could battle stance the whole time. Keep in mind, I'm not even the best warrior. I actually haven't played warrior, believe it or not, since Shadowlands. I played it a tiny bit in Dragonflight Season 1, but my warrior is... I mean, I played warrior a lot. No, that's actually not true. Dragonflight Season 2 for Break the Meta, I was actually like top 3 warrior on NA. I think nobody was really doing it. I didn't do that high of keys when the season when Druid was really good. In Dragonflight Season 2, I did... We'll still pull this. I did, no. So that was a different warrior version, though. Here we go. We'll pull this, and then I'll probably need to just shield wall right away, and then maybe somebody can pull boss for me, because I have to... This is the thing. I have to back up. I can't turn around. I don't have heroic leap. I shouldn't have leaped to this. I'm going to AoE taunt right now. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That actually helps a lot. The bleed comes out on me, and that bleed is going to hurt me, but I have cooldowns for it, so I'm fine. I should actually spell reflect the application of that bleed. Whoa, I'm going to have to turn my back there for a second. And then we're fine. Warrior is going to be... Against this type of bleed damage, Warrior will not have a single problem. Because, right, Oh, wait, that javelin. This javelin's still too far. Right here. Boom. That Rift Claws. Oh, he might die, actually. He has a lot of those stacks on him. Maybe he's a mage and can live. Oh, he lived. Nice, 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 nice. Warrior, though, just feels... Okay, the damage is very solid, but it's not just the damage. If a physical comp exists and Monk is very good, then you will need a warrior buff. And you probably get warrior buff from... I'm going to go battle stance for this. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Big here. You have this sequence, boom. Okay, let's go. Okay, got my bleeds up, got my big crits up. Easy, easy. Nice. Okay, good. I want this to stay over here if possible, but I can't quite get that to happen. Okay, go back to D stance because this bleed does rock your world, but there's only 2 of them per set. So basically each one, I don't think you can't spell reflect it, are you? The Rift Claw initial hit is magic, actually, and then the bleed is physical. You just basically want shield wall for each one. You can have shield wall for each one, though. And then remember that the next one is directly after this warp strike. The mage is a little bit far, so let's go break his out. I'm going to move for his so he doesn't overlap this warp strike. And then right after this, there's another Rift Claws. So shield wall, that's the application. It will one-tap you. This will 1000%. You will die, by the way. If you do not defensive the Rift Claws, you are dead. I don't think there's another one after this. That was the only application. Then it's going to be a phase. And I'm pretty sure this boss is the same every time for tanks. If there is another Void Claw, I could be in a lot of danger, actually. Let me see. Rift Claw? Question mark? Oh, shit, there is another one. Spell Reflect is up. Spell Reflect. Okay. Actually, just big ignore pain there. It hurts. It's really a heavy tank hit. You will... Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm a min-maxer. I like tank damage. You know, when I'm comparing a lot of the tanks, keep in mind, I'm not just talking about what's going to be the potential tankiest tank. Like, that is normally what I think about. We're fine. I can rally cry this, and maybe we get through it. Whoa, wait a second. We have to... He's not phased yet. Did we miss a bunch? Can we live? I'll live. If we can kill a boss here. Last tick. Wait, we might be able to do this, though. We gotta make sure. I think I can live a Void Claw on my own. Yeah, I think we got it. We got it. That phase right there is gonna be tough. We overlapped a lot there. All good. Yep. How is Prop Pally looking? Pally is doing very high damage right now, but is probably gonna get nerfed. But is actually going to get nerfed. It's not probably. The way it's doing damage is degenerate, and the tier set gave them a little bit too much. So you go left here. The route, give or take, is always the same. It is going to get nerfed, is the thing. Like, there's no way, literally, that it stays. Whoa, that charge. That's going to take me a second to adjust the warrior. It's going to totally take me a second. Even right here on this gather, for example. I knew I had the immovable object buff up, but still. I'm going to AoE taunt when they're all in, because that'll kick them all. Here we go. Yes. Oh, yeah, there's a few tanks that do not need nerfed. Prop Pally needs a survivability buff. I actually wouldn't mind if they give Prop Pally, let's say, 5% tankier. It would be kind of fair, in my opinion. Prop Pally could use a 5% something buff, you know, to survivability. Its damage is very good, but its survivability, it's just squishy. Like, okay, if you play it perfectly, it's not that squishy. But that's if you play it perfectly. The problem is, when do pugs ever go perfectly? No, it never happens. You never have a perfect pug. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can't plan for that. I have a cheat death proc. Okay, these gloom bites as well. I also think warrior has the most OP cheat death in the game, but we can just ignore that for a second. Watch the gloom bites. There's a gloom bite right here. Shield wall. These gloom bites really hurt hard. They hit very hard, though. And that should be the trade-off. The thing with glass cannon tanks is that tank damage is not that high. Like, it's good, but it's not that high. Like, you will never... Your tank damage matters, but god damn it, you know what matters more than your tank damage? Your DPS. Oh, shit, don't pull the big worm. Don't pull the big worm. Oh, we were too close to it. Oh, no! Oh, we might die. I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted. Big worm is very owie. Very owie. Do I have Rally Cry? Everybody use defensives. Good luck. I can stop any of these casts from happening. Good luck. Everybody use defensives. This is basically bubbles. I'm going to die, probably. I can't get too close to the other two guys there. Wait, am I going to live this? Hold on, wait, let me stop this warp here. Okay, congratulations, big dude. Big dude is Big Ow. Fuck me, man. Hold up. There's one gloom bite on me. This is, I can rally cry this one. He is basically bubbles on crack, this dude, by the way. This guy, I mean, is he impossible to pull? No, but you kind of don't want to pull him. He only gives 5%. I mean, I would maybe in like an MDI scenario, you pull this dude, but he is so painful. I have healed him once, and he hurts a lot. We probably would have double timed this key, actually, if not for this. Okay, good luck. Good luck. This is another big AoE hit, followed by another big AoE hit. There's going to be another big AoE hit, like right now. 3, 2, 1. Wait, did he just game it somehow? Or did he game it? Wait, you could... Okay, maybe if you can game that, actually. Maybe... Oh, no, there it is. This guy hurts really bad, dude. All right, I lived it, so I'm alive, which means we're fine. This season 2 of Windwalker has been your favorite time playing WoW. Yes. Also, I think that basically Warrior versus Brew, etc., which tanks get nerfed. VDH needs a big nerf. Warrior could maybe use a very small nerf, but it's fine, to be honest. Like, honestly, Warrior is fine. I think it's fair. It doesn't feel... It feels like Warrior. I don't actually think it's unfair, right? It's not completely unfair. It's not so far ahead. It just feels tanky. It's good, right? But yeah, if there are guys already for them, might be a good op to make it. Which one? What's that one more? Wait, Madman, can you clarify that? There are guides for what? The up-and-coming dungeons. Oh, yeah, I'll make guides for everything. Not just, but the way I want to do it, right? I have a very specific way in my head right now that I'm going to make guides. Because I know I have a problem with some of the guides right now. The way that a lot of the guides... I'm going to taunt this guy, and I'm going to AoE taunt them all together, because I can do that now as a warrior. I should wait for my booming voice to hit actually every damage cooldown. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. I should have used my trinket there, too. The problem with guides is that they just sort of assume... Hold up. Uh-oh. Was those just casters getting us? I don't think this pull is impossible. I just think that people need to be using defensives and big cooldowns. But we might have been shy on them. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. The problem with guides is that they're too general or too complicated or too long. I literally want to do a few different things. One is I want to make guides from a tank perspective versus a healer perspective versus a DPS perspective. And I'm not going to lie, DPS sometimes, they don't want to watch big guides, so I just want to make the simplest version possible. Like, I just literally want to make the simplest version possible. In other words, I want to make a guide that just goes, when you walk into this pole, use a defensive. I just literally want it to be that simple. Like, use defensive, or don't hit this thing early. Oh, we might die, hold up. I should probably let myself die. Hold up. Okay, wait, well, let's let myself die. It's okay. We still... Oh, wait, I actually don't know about time now. Ooh. This might have been... That might be the end of the warrior video right there. Oh, I think my healer DC'd on accident. All good, all good. What's up, Redbeard? Thank you for the sub. Hello. Ooh. I see. I think my warrior had... my healer had accidentally DC'd right on that pull. I was wondering why we died. But warrior, so that's... Let me test Mountain Thane. I want to test Mountain Thane now. Out of curiosity. Love your content, you hate ads? That's one way to get rid of ads right there. No spell block in this dungeon. We have to see Dawnbreaker. In particular, we got to see Dawnbreaker. We can't time it right now. We can't time it. You want to call the testing there? Call testing there or finish? You want to finish real fast? We totally can. We just got to do the same pull. Yeah, I think that Warrior actually ends up being pug friendly. I want to go test Mountain Thane. Can do again, but I'll test Mountain Thane. Legit had nothing. Yeah, we weren't supposed to pull. Yeah, big bug. It was an accident. Yeah, the big bug was an accident. We were not supposed to pull the big bug. Overall, though, I would have had about 3.5, 3.6 mil overall, give or take, on Warrior if we didn't have that wipe there.
Do they care about finishing this in any way? We can if they want to. I want to test Mountain Thane. I haven't tested Mountain Thane yet. Let's reset. And test and do it again. Let's retest. Let's reset and send one more then, because we just save time. I think that no spell block will actually be fine though. We finish it. What's the reason for finishing it though? Okay, we can. Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna taunt this guy. I'm gonna shield wall myself right away. I'm gonna group them in here, and then we just proc a I actually don't have cheat death right away. I was super lazy. Hold up. I have very limited time today. I won't be able to stream for too long. I have a bunch of life stuff. Man, life stuff's been owning me. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been doing a good job taking care of myself. I'm glad you like the content, Redbeard. Redbeard, what do you play in World of Warcraft? What do you play in the World of Warcraft? Oh, that's much better. Much easier pull. I guess I could have looked at our cooldowns. We probably did oversend for the bug earlier. I'm not sick today. Like, I'm not actually, like, sick, you know what I mean? I'm just not feeling my best. Main, you're a pro warrior. Oh, nice. Like a pro warrior? Dude, pro warrior feels S tier at the moment. Like, very, 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 very good, to be honest. Like, amazingly good, actually. All right, so we only need... Now we'll only need this, which, again, I just shield wall. These guys are magic damage. This is an example, by the way. These guys, much like the guys... I don't know if this will be percentage. We'll find out. This guy... These two guys that I just pulled, these guys are like the Umbral Rushes in Dawnbreaker. This is magic damage. But Warrior's fine with it. I can even turn my back and be super lazy. Like, Warrior's chilling. This is what I mean. I feel like Warrior is very good right now. Oh, wait, Madman, you're gifting subs too? Thank you. I hope, by the way, my secret cap... You said you played Monk, right? I hope that Monk is very good. I think that Monk, any spec of Monk, maybe, like, Brewmaster or Windwalker, one of them should be meta this season. That's my cook. I think that one of them should be meta. Rally cry. Whoops. Do we have a Beerus? These guys hurt a little bit. No problem, no problem. Pro Warrior's comfy to play. It keeps things simple. Have you tried Colossus? Have you tried Colossus Warrior? Or just, whoops. I think we could just reset. It is A-okay. It is A-okay. Just reset real fast. Boom, boom, boom. No problem. Seems like everyone is saying Warrior still feels S tier, but no, so you can't really complain about, you deserve the, thank you. Thank you. Today is not a great day for me. I'm going to be honest with you, Madman. Here's the thing, right? Yeah, Xcode, man, like, the spell block removal is not that big in this dungeon, but we kind of have to see what it's like. Let's reset real fast, and I'll try Mountain Thane for a key. I don't think I'm going to like it very much. I'm not going to lie. I think it's faster maybe to Hearth. We just reset and go 14 again. Same key, same route. Oh, yeah. Big thunderclaps here. Yep. Now, this should be much better for aggro. Much better for aggro. Oh, yeah. I basically just don't think spell block is that big of a deal. I think people are overreacting to the spell block thing. We'll have to see. You know, Big Mama is a pretty big offender of not having spell block, or Dawnbreaker will be a big offender of not having spell block. But I still think that you can find a way to live on Warrior, and it won't be a problem. All right, let's go. I still wish I had a different trinket to chest. Maybe I could just try... They have anything that I can get? Nah, that's fine. All right, reset the dungeon. Boom, boom, boom. Dungeon teleports. We go here. Boom. Echo Dome. All right, Thunderclap. Let's go. Wait, on PTR, Madman? On PTR, he did so much damage. Let's test it. I mean, I read this. I was so disappointed by Mountain Thane. I was like, I don't even want to test it. I had to leave. Oh, no problem, LB. No problem. Thanks for gaming. Thank you for gaming. I'm glad I got to meet you today. I'll see you again soon. The Zane, thank you though for gifting subs. Somebody asked me earlier. They said, "Hey, I hope it's not weird that I gifted a sub in your channel." And I was like, "Oh no, I mean it's not weird at all. If you ever want to support a streamer, gifting subs is by far the best thing to do. Because streamers, they don't make a lot of money from other things. I mean, Blood DK. Yeah. Wait, the Discord's here. Ooh, a Resto Druid. I haven't played with a Resto Druid yet. Go. Here, right here. Find me in the Discord. Boom, right there, LB. Do. Yep. Sounds good. I'm on today. Tomorrow I'll be on for a little bit too. Tuesday, I am learning how to bake a Nutella gluten-free cheesecake. Fucking delicious. Oh yeah, Madman, I was going to say, I thank you for the compliments just because it has been tough recently. Well, LB also sub with Prime. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll definitely catch you soon, though. I always need people to play with. I always need people to play with. It's kind of something as like, I'm a pug player, but I want to push content, you know? So it's like, there's always something for me to do. What's up, Otter? How's it going? So we need to get 1 talent point somewhere and intervene. You want intervene as Mountain Thane, but what do I drop for intervene? Do I drop pain? Because you can give people a little shield, right? Wait. Okay, so the build changes slightly. Tired to have breakfast? Nice. What are you having for breakfast? What's the breakfast here today? So you definitely need to be playing through Thunderlord as Mountain Thane, but you have a lot more rage gen, so you probably drop this here like this. And got your AUG to 3k. It was actually pretty painless. Unlike Brew. Yeah. Brew's tough. So I wonder if you would grab this armor node by any chance as Mountain Thane. I don't think it's that different. Give or take, these are the only things. Does any Prot Warriors in chat right now look at my talent tree and am I playing something wrong for Mountain Thane? Basically, okay, so I don't need this. This talent here I don't need. Because you're not... Oh, wait, no, hold up. Thunderclap. It's little effects. They changed this, right? Increase the damage to your next Revenge. Revenge increase the damage to your next Thunderclap by 8%. It's kind of maybe not super needed. I feel like there's 1 talent somewhere which I have an option for. Let's just try Tough as Nails and see what it does. Yeah? Cool. Let's go. Ready, chicken. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I almost didn't stream today. It's just tough. I've always played Colossus as well. All of my testing has been on Colossus. I have not tried Mountain Thane a single time. This will be my absolute first key as... Mountain Thane. There's not any real gameplay elements. It is literally just... It's not just boring. Some people, though, Oric, I'm a huge fan. I think there should be a simple tank. There needs to be a boring tank, because tanking is already complicated enough. If people want to play a boring tank, great. There should be an option for it. You have Guardian Druid, which is pretty boring for some people. I love it, but I think there should always be at least 1 boring tank to play. All right, this will be my first Resto Druid I have seen. I'm very excited. Wait, aggro, first pull sec. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe there was a Rage talent I could have gotten. I still feel like Blood Surge is probably good. But let's find out. Ready, set, go. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, though, Madman, I appreciate the compliment. I just yesterday had to schedule the day where I'm going to go sign divorce papers with my ex-wife, and it's been a lot to process emotionally, and I have been overwhelmed. Basically, it's the end of this month, and I just got to get through this month. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those months where I'm like, this is going to suck. I just have to get through this month. So, extra sugar, extra kindness, extra grace. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Hold up. Mountain Thane testing. Go. Leap here. Test this. Boom. Let's go. Okay? Here we go. I have a few seconds left on my shield wall. I'm going to AoE taunt early because my DPS are definitely just going to take aggro. Boom. Big Thunder Blast. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to back up here because I don't want to actually proc my cheat death before I actually need to proc my cheat death. And then remember, I have this really cool thing, which is an Innervate Shield, which I'm pretty sure does nothing, but out of curiosity, if I'm testing Mountain Thane, I do want to test it. I'm kind of curious, right? If I test Mountain Thane. I want to see. I'll test it to the best of my ability. Am I going to be super tanky? Yeah, probably. Going to be super tanky, unless I drop my shield, because I'm not paying attention, and I'm not going to lie, I was looking at chat. But, like, okay, am I going to be tanky? Yes. I'll do the same exact route. I'll do the same exact thing, but I'm going to test this. Everybody's talking about how cool Resto Druid is, and I get that its throw output is super good, but if it does no damage, are you sure that we're playing Resto Druid? Watch, I can be super lazy. Because I'm Mountain Thane, I can go boom, Thunderclap, bam, Thunderclap, and then just gather it kind of like this, that first cast in the back, and then we're good. I'm going to go stun this guy, actually. But again, watch this. I have an Intervene shield, which I could just be like, boom. Does it... Okay, I want to use this on cooldown, and I want to see, does it actually do anything? I'm missing every kick because I don't have a plater, and I cannot click on these frames. I can't click on the frames. Dude, Warrior is just baseline so tanky that even not playing Colossus, I still take no damage. I mean, it's actually kind of awesome. Like, I'm still just as tanky as Mountain Thane, but the damage, I want to see. I want to see if the damage is there. The meters are up right now. There's only one way to find out, right? Okay, my Resto Druid on retail does damage, but that's because I play Boomy Weaving and Keeper of the Grove. Colossus is not more tanky. You don't think so? Just with the self-sustain from the tier set? I'm curious. Well, let's see. I will say, yeah, default frames are rough. I'm not going to be greeting pulls. I'm going to be doing safe pulls this dungeon. Just basically the same thing. I don't know if Colossus is less tanky. I used to think that when you would greed battle stance and whatnot to try to get all the damage. But, like, since they changed D-stance and whatnot, like, I'm just going to be doing big thunderclaps. I mean, these thunderclaps are massive. I will say, as kind of repetitive as this gameplay is, it is dopamine filling to be thunder blasting these mobs. Like, it is kind of dopamine filling. All right, here's what we know. I've tested Colossus a bunch of times. Colossus finishes this dungeon anywhere between, depending on pulls or if we wipe, etc., something like 3.5 to 3.6 mil overall. Yeah, its single target is something like 1.8. Give or take. Remember, I'm not playing raid trinkets, which might do more damage, or I'll have an R card trinket or something, which is not currently available, etc. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I mean, lightning has just always been something that people find super cool, no? Like, isn't that just a thing? Everybody thinks lightning is fucking awesome. We can save a Thunder Blast charge for these ads to really pad. We go like, bam, Thunder Blast, Thunderous Roar, another Thunder Blast, big pad ad damage. There we go. Are you supposed to do that? No. Don't tell anybody I did it. Don't tell anybody I did it. Don't rat me out, okay? This is all single target damage. This is pure single target damage, all right? This is ethical. I could be in battle stance too. This boss does nothing. This is ethical single target. We're timing keys. Play safe, big IO. All right, we'll just probably send Booming Voice on cooldown, but I know I want to press Avatar, so I get a Thunder Blast right when these ads come in like 3, 2, 1. Big thunderclaps, big thunderclaps, big thunderclaps. Bam. Bam. Okay, actually, guys, I'm kind of getting convinced about this potential. Mountain Thane is sort of winning me over right now. This is awesome. This is kind of fun. It plays a lot like Guardian Druid. And basically, like, there's not a lot you just basically kind of blast, and you do good, and you don't have to worry so much. Okay, hold up. If I actually finish this dungeon at a competitive DPS, am I just playing Mountain Thane? I want to see. I still think it's significantly less damage. I think there's no way. Like, this is less single target damage right now. I am padding on these ads, but I know what I do on Colossus. I've tested it so many times on Colossus with a few different comps. Also, this buff, I have a Druid buff and a Shaman buff, which is important. No Mistweaver, to be fair. No Monk buff, and I've done a few keys with a Monk buff. That matters a lot for Warrior. Let me not pad on the ads from the rest of this fight. Let me not pad. Let me just full send single target, and that will help give you a more objective breakdown. Single target is definitely lower. 100%. But I could also be playing, I think, an extra single target talent damage because I'm just as tanky. I was a little afraid. Yeah, it's pretty chill right now. When I get bored of any, apart from, can you recommend? Apart from Demon Hunter, you have Prop Pally. I think that Prot Pally is a super interactive tank. If you're ever playing a very straightforward tank like a warrior or a druid and you want something different, Prot Pally fills that niche very well. It's kind of similar and sort of similar in terms of how it plays, but at the same time, it's there you go. Boss is dead. Nice. Sort of similar in how it plays, but also very, very niche, very nuanced. Blood DK is, I don't know. Do you like having constant anxiety attacks all the time? Sorry to hear that. Thank you, Cornelius. I know. I shared like real life news right before this key started. But we can... Oh, that pet. Oh, wait. Wait, what was that? I swear, did this pet just go and kill one mob? Did we get count for that? Did you see that? All right, let's do this pull. This is the hard tank pull. This is a very hard tank pull. I'm going to shield wall to gather because I don't trust my DPS. So I'm going to be thunder blasting as I walk in. I'm going to proc my cheat death pretty much right away. That's planned, though. That's a planned cheat death proc because I won't die with this. And then I know I have cheat death for 2, 1, boom, thunderclaps. That was planned, by the way, because I just don't really trust my DPS. I AoE kick to not kind of blast as I go through this pull. So I last stand now, and then I can just hit the shield here. Overlap a demo shout is fine. And let's see. Oh, I'm in battle stance. I was like, why the fuck am I dying? Oh, I was in battle stance. Oh, well, that was, you know what? That's on me. That's on me. I forgot I was in battle stance from the boss. I was like, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Hold up. This warrior's pretty good at this pull, actually. It's not like the hardest pull for warrior. All right, go shield wall. I mean, hold on. Wait. I was like, this isn't right. This isn't right. I was like, why I take so much damage? My bad. I scared the hell out of my healer there. Oh, my bad. That's a 20% damage increase on me for no reason. Not bad. My bad. The concept made me laugh. Dude, Blood DK, I swear, I need a full-on prescription for Xanax. If I ever want to play Blood DK, I need a literal, like, there's no way. I can't play... I'm stuck on a leaf. It's so hard for me to play Blood DK seriously. I'm going to shield wall to gather because this is something you don't do on a warrior. Do not look at how I'm gathering this. I'm being the most lazy because I don't really trust my DPS right now. I'm fine now. I'm settled. I don't trust my DPS. Don't do what I just did. Realistically, I should have charged to the first one, and then I should have immediately from there. I'll play the rest better, okay? I'm not going to not be lazy, because I will die. This is not a 12 testing. This is a 14. It actually does hit. We don't scale any higher on 14 than we do 12. So a lot of the times, if you're watching these videos and you see people running like a 10 is like a +5 on live right now. It's very easy. It's very, very chill. A 12 is like running a +10 or +12 on live right now. It's not nothing, but you just won't really feel the damage until you get like a 14 or something, right? That is hilarious. That's like the caffeine interaction. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? So as they gather, hold up. Wait. Okay, I'm just going to AoE taunt right now. I got to get a little better at my warrior gathers for sure. Mostly I'm just being lazy right now, but let's be real. In the season, I'm also going to be lazy on my warrior gathers, so I should learn now. Those arcing zaps are painful, especially when I don't kick or nobody kicks. All good. We should be able to live the rest of this pull just fine. This is that moment, though. This is that tanking moment. Every tank always loves this, where it's on me now. It's on me, right? All on me. Oh, never mind. I died. Did I drop a shield there out of curiosity, or did I actually just done this, though? I might have just died straight up with no healing. I could have pressed the shield wall. I didn't expect to die. Mountain Thane losing a movable object is a little bit of an actual loss there. Have you chosen your main? No, I'm going to wait for tuning to, like, properly choose my... Let's look at my death, though, because I'm curious. I didn't drop shield. That pull just actually hurts, and I bled out a little bit. Just charged thunderclap. Yeah, but you still don't want to get hit in the back. I think... I didn't drop shield. That's actually just regular melee damage with shield. But see, that's Colossus. Colossus would not have died there. I actually would have had the self-sustain from Fueled by Violence, and I would have lived. I think if I was Colossus, I'd live that pull. Just now. I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, I didn't drop my shield or anything like that. It's just my healer died, but I don't ever want to be a tank. Here, let's go here. I don't ever want to be a tank, personally, who depends on my healer. That's just not my vibe. I don't like it. I don't ever want to be a tank that has to, like, I need my healer. I mean, that's less than ideal. Let's see if I can live it now. So my healer's not here. I just don't have the self-healing. So I will eventually bleed out. I proc my Sheet Death here. Right? I've already used my AoE taunt. I'm going to shield wall 1, because I'm going to need to live this until my healer gets back. It will take him a while to get here. How long can I live? Not that long. Not that long. Not that long. Okay. Well, Brew is weirdly independent right now. Brew feels pretty independent. If I was Colossus, I would have a much better time. How'd he die? He just took aggro, right? Yeah. A big thing for healers, never, and this is a big thing, exactly, never burst heal me while I'm gathering. I will. It's on your tank. It's on your tank to learn how to gather better. Yeah, definitely you can never burst heal a tank while they're gathering. Also, I have personally not noticed this Resto Druid being able to either pump damage and slash or do that well, all things considered. The Mountain Thane test, though, that's going to be really hard to determine an overall from this. Should we reset? I think if I was going to choose a warrior, though, I would probably want to choose... Oh, these circles don't actually... That's annoying. Cool. So I'm going to back up into this last pack here. I'm going to back up, and I'm immediately going to get aggro on it. As they walk by, I have all my bleeds, and I'm going to taunt the one thing that doesn't have a bleed on it. Good. Oh, geet. I'm assuming... Did he get warped, out of curiosity? That, I don't think that was aggro. I think that was actually just whatever else. I don't think Resto Druid is that good at keys. It has to... I think that people are over-glorifying Resto Druid because healers like playing it. I don't think it's that good. How did he die there? No, he didn't get meleeed, by the way. That was just actually regular damage. He died to regular damage, by the way. That last one was not a melee. That was just the core hitting him. Yes. This is an abandoned run. Now, Loki Resto Druid is good. Here's why it's not good. Let me tell you why it's not good. It has no external. Hello, Warcraftians. Would this be where tanking happens? What's up, SSP? Yeah, it is where tanking happens, although I'm trying Mountain Thane. Weirdly successful. Can we... I want to replace the healer a little bit. That shield is not nothing. What do you mean no external? Bark Skin barely counts as an external. And no, Iron Bark barely counts as an external. And it has no shielding. It doesn't help your group live one-shots whatsoever. If we didn't have a Resto shot, if we had any other healer there, I'm pretty sure he would have been fine. We have to leave to vote here. What's up, S? If I miss your comment on YouTube, it's because I'm on Twitch, by the way. You can always find it on Twitch. What's up, Thorn? How do I will replace the healer a little bit. Also, keep in mind, he let people die to HPS as well. Like, this was just an HPS death. That was a cast, technically. There we go. I don't think... I mean, maybe he wasn't a very competent Resto Druid. It's possible. Possible. But I do believe, personally speaking, that Resto Druid has fundamental issues in M+. It's a ramp healer. It doesn't really provide a lot of damage, aside from its group buff. And etc., etc. Yeah, but isn't that... You mean the sprite train? Oh, it is storming. Holy shit. You guys want to see the storm? Hey, I never showed... You guys want to see the storm outside? It's like storming. I just realized. I took out my headset for a second. Holy shit. Bro, it's like fucking storming right now. Holy shit. You want to see? Here. I can just show you now. I got a new camera. You could probably see it. Let me look for a healer real fast. Dude, it's storming. Oh my. You want to see? Here, let me see if I can do this, all right? Here, wait. Also, should I grow a beard? I haven't shaved, and this is like 4 days now. 3-4 days. Should I grow a beard? A mustache. Well, we gotta grow all of it at the same time. Here, it's like starting to like storm. I don't know how this is gonna work, by the way. Can you fucking see the... Not really. You guys can't actually see the storm, right? Yeah, this is not working very well. No. Okay. Well, I tried. Just don't dox yourself. Yeah, I'm not gonna dox myself. You see the wind. What am I gonna dox myself out here? Unless Rain Bolt is on here, I don't think anybody's finding me from looking at the trees outside my door. All right, is this guy... Here's another Resto Druid here. Should we try? I like Resto Druids because I like the buff. If I'm playing a warrior, a Resto Druid all of a sudden becomes very appealing. Yeah, you can't really like hear the storm. The thunder hasn't started, but Thailand does storm a lot. Restlers can turn into laser chickens, though. Okay, here's the thing. My Resto Druid currently on live does more damage than any other healer I have ever seen. But I play a build that might not work in very high keys, but I play Boomy Weaving. Nobody plays Boomy Weaving on live. I wonder to know if he has any experience playing this. This guy here, Benkins. Reset. Any experience? Has Raz tested anymore, by the way, Dazar? Has Razzle tested anymore? Yeah, I mean, I agree, by the way. Like, Resto Druid can be good. It's just, you know what, honestly, let me give you an honest take. I'm going to give you a take, though, and this, maybe you don't agree with this. I don't know. Maybe you don't agree with this, but I'm going to give you a take. I think that Resto Druids are not good pug healers because most of them are lazy, and they're playing Resto Druids specifically because they don't want to be working that hard. That's it. That's my take. That's my take. I genuinely think that a lot of Resto Druids play Resto Druid because they don't want to work that hard. If they wanted to work harder and be good, they would play something else. My personal opinion, this is most Resto Druids. It's kind of the same as Hunters. Hunter's not bad, and Hunter's not squishy. Like, Hunter's not squishy, but most Hunters are squishy. But they're not squishy. Right? Maybe 1 to 2 more WoW streams than League. Oh, thank you. I almost didn't stream today. I almost didn't, actually. I'm glad I hopped on even for a few hours. I want to make a video about my Druid testing. I think the Druid testing was hyper successful earlier. I've done a 14. Does he still want an invite? Great. J-Dot. Okay, well, obviously there are very good Resto Druids. For putting them in the same boat with Hunters. Am I wrong? Hold up, Resto Druids. Resto Druids come at me. I play Resto Druids sometimes. And I'm telling you, when I play Resto Druid, it's not a Prez Evoker. When I play Resto Druid, imagine, there's also Prez Evokers. I play Prez Evoker. I don't always want to be lazy, but the whole reason I like Druid is because I can just sort of coast. Alright, we're just going to take a random Druid at this point, because I don't want to wait too long. I hope he's good. Let's find out. Convert to party. Let's go. It's because nobody was in FLO. Okay, Sam. Everyone was 100-yard spread. Okay, FLO is not that important for Resto Druid. FLO is not that important. FLO is big at the moment. It's not important. It's not that important. Okay, it's not like 30% healing. FLO is, how much healing is it? Currently, how much healing is it? Why is FLO so important? What am I missing? 30%? You get Spring Blossoms from it, you get an extra mastery stack, you get some passive healing, and therefore the chance at symbiotic blooms. Because you get 2 stacks mastery and verdancy. 2, 3. Let me see. Arcane Bolts. King Zap. There's a lot in FLO. But that's the thing with Resto Druid. Resto Druid he didn't press a defensive, and therefore he died. But look at the overkills. If he was any other healer, he probably would have lived. Personal opinion. Rate at which symbiotic blooms grow. Your main heals are still regrowth, though. You're just talking about these 2 talents. Yeah? This is why FLO is so important. I guess when I play Boomy Weaving, I don't play verdancy. I still play Spring Blossoms, of course, but when you play Keeper of the Grove and whatnot, it's like, you know. Just change class for smells okay, so tank. Okay. Tranquil also. I think that's good, because my current Resto Druid, healer got charged. Oh, yeah, I know. On the last one, it was actually just the Sentinel. The Sentinel just hit him twice. The unstable core on the last one there. I ult for a 110 mil in 1 button press. Damn. In raid? In raid or in keys, Dazar? I'll have to try it. I want to try my Resto Druid after I finish the tanks and stuff. Because it's only been FLO and we were taking 0 damage. My kicks are super low. Don't look at my kicks. I need played it real bad. Hot sun press trank is just, that's easy. That's awesome. All right. Okay, ready? Let's go. Let's see if we can get this. That dungeon was also not obviously the cleanest. I don't want to judge based on a single dungeon. I got to see another Restlo Druid in action. I got to see another Restlo Druid. In my experience, what I can tell you is that a lot of Restlo Druids are not, they have failed HPS checks. Yeah? Here we go. They've always had HPS. Like right now, you still want one for Candle King and stuff. Why just skipping your tank review the VDH? What's exactly strong about it? VDH does insane damage. A lot of it is the right type of damage. It's prio funnel damage. Not only does it do insane damage, but it also has insane self-sustain, etc., etc., etc. I'll rant about it in a second. First, let me attempt to try the Mountain Thane Prot Warrior. Okay? I'm going to go boom, boom. Go back over here with the Intervene. I'm going to proc my Cheat Death because I'm worried about this aggro. People always... Okay, reset, reset. Let me... Please, please. I'm going to start pulling that corner pack first. I'm going to pull corner pack first. I'll get the corner pack first. I've never had... Everybody pulls this corner. If you just wait for me to come back to the middle, I'll pull the corner. I'm going to get that corner pack first. That's what kills people, by the way. That corner, though. Yeah, I'm trying to convert to party. It wasn't letting me. There you go. I'm pushing Io's rest the last few days. I'm feeling really good. Healers always die here for healing too fast. That also. But I have a cheat death proc. I plan to use it. Did my healer just rage quit? Wait. Did he DC on accident? Or... one of the biggest things for me, I swear, is especially... I don't know why healers do this. I guess it's because they've never played tank. But healers, did he crash? That's what I'm thinking. He had whispered me before, so maybe. I'll give him a second. Healers do this thing where they just straight heal tanks right on gather. They see the tank's health move and they just go, and they just try to heal. It's like, if your tank dies on gather, it's your tank's fault. You know what I mean? It's your tank's fault at that point. You can't heal the tank. There's some healers that have interactions. You can external, but you cannot spam heal a tank. He had put Life Bloom. He Swift Mended me. He Swift Mended. Yeah, you can Iron Bark, but you can't do anything else. He did not Iron Bark, which is fine, because I actually have Cheat Death, and I plan to use it on that first pull. Oh, we got kicked from the group. LOL. The new dungeon lever system. If you play with a good Resto Druid, you can certainly do it, though. Resto Druid, what's up? Bear Weaving and Taunt the boss off to help your fellow tank. I don't think that'll ever happen in a key. They took a lot of the fundamental stuff off. All right, this guy, let's bring him back. Okay, reapply, I guess, if they want. Come back. Those DPS were all pretty good, right? I agree with you, Dazar. I just think that a lot of people are attracted to the idea of Resto Druid, but they don't learn to play it well, and they're healing it in a way that is not effective as a healer, and it's not really to do with their spec. It has more to do with stuff, if that makes sense, like other things going on. There are fundamental healing issues rather than, you know what I mean, rather than it being a spec problem. I think that is my main issue with it. Oh, the thunder has begun. The thunder has begun. Yeah, Dazar, have you ever tried the Keeper of the Grove Dream of Cenarius healing? Have you ever tried it? I want to try it on PTR. I don't know how it'll work on PTR, to be honest. I have no idea, because I know everybody's playing the same build, but I would want to try it. I like Dream of Cenarius healing on Resto Druid. It's probably my favorite. I saw your video. Okay. I love cap form. Now, granted, it's gonna cap out for sure. Like, you can't do very high keys with it, but I do like it. You like cat form? Fair. I still think that the group would feel safer if you were playing with a Resto Shaman or a Disc Priest. SCP. Do I remember when Bears had all that utility and stuff? Another mage? We could just play with whoever. A mage technically does not help our comp at all. I mean, kind of depends. Could play with this. What? Owl's Alzacath. Hello. Thank you for this sub. Alzacath. How are you today? Say what now? Did you want to come back? That mage was good. You have to know every single damage. And yeah. It's just, I think Resto Druid is just hard. Resto Druid is not tanky. Correct. Resto Druid is not tanky. Hi, all. Hello. What do you play? Alza. I keep wanting to say Azkaban, but it's not that. To play it well. Yeah, Resto cannot be a reactive healer. You can't be reactive on a Resto Druid. That is correct. And that's a big problem, Big Scotty, because a lot of healers, they like to heal reactively, but Resto Druid cannot be reactive. It is very, 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 very preactive. You play Guardian Feral? Ah, welcome back. Feral, actually, I've seen 2 Ferals, and both of them were very good, to be honest. I've seen 2 Ferals, both of them were good. I enjoyed playing with both of them. Used to play in Dragonflight. He knew how to heal, but the bear form killed him all the time. Gotcha. All right, ready? Let's go. 14, real fast, Mountain Thane testing, and then we'll get to the other stuff. Okay, I'll post the bear video for tonight. Not me, I suck at it, but it's fun. I'm kind of bad at Feral, too. I think it's very hard to play. I like Guardian. The Algathar Bird Boss, yep. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it didn't. It's the auto lever thingy. If out of dungeon, it kicks. I did it. The mage is whispering me. He's like, why'd you kick me? It's like, I wasn't me. I promise. It wasn't me. It's the auto leaving thing. If you're out of the dungeon or you get phased for some reason, the new thing, it gets you automatically get kicked from the dungeon. Did you know that? You get automatically kicked. I didn't kick the mage, I promise. I can't even kick anybody. They don't even let you do that anymore. They don't even let you do that. All right, ready? Let's go. Ready, check? Let's do it. You get kicks from your own party. I know. He whispered me. He's like, why'd you kick me? I was like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, hi, Storm. How you doing? Hey, Storm. How's it going? All right, ready? Let's go. We're going to try the new Dungeon Storm on a Mountain Thane Prot Warrior. 1 done. Boom. Let's go. Hi, Garfo. How are you feeling today, Storm? Oh, yeah. No, I didn't kick up. The new anti-lever system has the potential to somewhat... Yeah, I know. It's actually kind of scary, isn't it? Okay, so this first pull, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go basically here. I'm going to leap here, and then I'm going to charge to this middle pack because we already have healing threat. I'm going to proc my cheat death right away. I'm going to last stands. This is not the way I would normally gather this, but let's call this the pug way. Because now my cheat death is expired, so I actually hit my big buttons. And then since we are Mountain Thane, we're going to be doing big thunderclaps, and we kind of pray for procs now. They should increase the timer on the system. I don't know what they need to do, to be honest, but they got to do something. I find there to be... Oh, I got no procs, and where's my Thunder Blast, man? Where's my Thunder Blast? I need my Thunder Blast. Wait, is it... So, like, one of the things I automatic... Oh, shit, I dropped my shield. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at details. I dropped my shield. Ow. Okay, good. Yeah, but that to be said, if a trinket is overperforming that high, it's not going to be good. It will get nerfed. There's no way. I mean, sometimes they let things from PTR go that long, but normally not. Okay, here. I'm going to back up now. I have to gather this very slow, like... Actually, why don't we just pull them in the next pull? Because these gorges are going to go off. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Oh, gotcha. I am doing kind of bad. Honestly, I've been doing bad. I'm not going to lie. It has been a struggle recently. I've been doing my best to keep my head up, but, you know, I got to acknowledge the fact that some days I do not feel super joyful. Looking like a model, tell me more. Well, I mean, so like yesterday I had to confirm my divorce date, and I just that whole thing is tough for me. That basically is the main thing. Oh, what's up, Paravel? Yeah, I mean, because you never really know what's going on with people's lives, yeah? Oh, hi, Para. How you doing? You never know what's going on in people's lives. It's easy to assume that you know, but you never actually know what's going on. And that has been going on for me. So I can't say I've been feeling my absolute best recently. Yeah, that's basically kind of... So I got married at 23, right? And divorced. I'm 28 now. And, like, at the end of last year, we separated. But we haven't officially signed the papers yet. And we are signing the papers soon. I feel that. I'm mostly jazzed, like I'm fine, which isn't healthy. I see that the one thing I've learned, right? Warrior seems... This is actually the off build too, Corvo. This is the off build. Yeah. The thing is, I made a decision a long time ago to think about my health. And it's just like, I will never pretend that I'm okay. I would rather just be the awkward fool who tells everybody I'm very not okay. And I just send it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just be honest with people and just tell them. I'll be like, no, I'm not doing so hot. That's my thing, right? I would prefer to handle it that way. It's how I've decided to do things. It does limit me to a certain extent because it's not the social norm, you know? What's up, shop? Love this real talk. I mean, for me, this is how I am though, because again, rather than avoid hard topics, I would rather be awkward, just accept the fact that I'm awkward and dive into them. That's how I am, because life is hard sometimes, but that doesn't mean it's not worth living. Like, life is very much worth living, but sometimes it's just okay to be sad. Sometimes you're just sad. And I think when I used to try not to be, when I used to think that the goal of life at one point, I thought the goal of life was to be happy, and I was kind of miserable because I wasn't accomplishing the goal. Sometimes I wasn't happy. But you know what? Life goes through ups and downs. And I think that it's much better to be like, sometimes actually you're supposed to be sad. In my opinion, I think that that's necessary and probably a good thing. It means you're living. Because if you're never sad, you're not engaging with life. You're playing it too safe. I would rather... Oh, what was a quote I came up with, a while ago? I was like, I would rather be an optimist and a fool than a cynicist and right. Does that make sense? Yeah. You kind of have to go like this. You have to go like this. But I would much rather be an optimist and an idiot than a cynicist and right. Does that make sense? Because, like, I used to be, like, very calculated and cold, and to be fair, I was very tough. I never got hurt. Never had to worry. But also, meh. You're just a cool cat. Thanks. I feel like it was just, I just think if I was, like, real and telling people I was sad, I think you have to do it in the right way. Like, for example, me being sad, I'm not depressed. I'm just sad. There's a big difference between those two things. You know what I mean? Like, big difference between those two things. The sub notification. I was super distracted. I did see it, Chop. Thank you for the sub. I was so distracted with my point because my brain was spinning. I was cooking, Chop. I was cooking, and I'm glad that people appreciate the real moments because that's just how I am, Please don't aggro that pack behind me. Please give me a second. Healer, don't heal me early. No. Healer, don't heal me early. Let me get threat. Okay, this pull is actually very difficult. So I'm going to manage my resources here. And here we go. Prot Warrior feels amazing. I mean, I'm actually trying Mountain Thane right now, which is why I'm a little squishier. I would say that Mountain Thane on general feels a bit squishier. And doesn't do more damage, but let's say this pull is pretty tough. This is a lot of tank damage here, but if you coordinate very, very well, hopefully I make this look easy, right? Like, Warrior is very tanky, but ordinarily with Colossus, I'd have 4 seconds of shield wall through a movable object right now, and then I can just AoE taunt this cast, make sure that doesn't go off, and then I back to demo shout. Yeah, I use both charges of shield wall. I didn't actually proc my cheat death. This is definitely a good pull, because it's mostly tank damage and is definitely doable. Well, I turn my back. Oh, that shield charge spun me around. 100% Colossus is better. I'm just testing Mountain Thane. My Mountain Thane damage is literally less. Yeah, Desire, and that's also very, very, very fair, and I never want to take that from people, for sure, right? A lot of people use games as a way to escape things, and I want to respect that. But at the same time, it's my stream, and the way that I always get stuck on that plant. Pull the pack fast. Okay, Heroic Leap over here, so I don't take too many melees. I Thunderclapped going into it, so I should have aggro. Big, big, big Thunder Blasts. Here we go. Spell Reflect this. Should be fine with just that, actually. I shouldn't need to hit that shield wall just yet. My Wrestler Druid should be able to keep me up a little bit here. Yeah, Colossus is better, though. Oh, anyways, what I was saying. For me, I really like Real Talk. I also have a very hard time. I don't know if anybody else has this problem. I have such a fucking hard time, man, with what's it called? With small talk. I have such a hard time. I was socializing yesterday. I was out in the real world yesterday and the day before that. I have such a hard time with small talk. You got to make small talk. Like, I understand it's like a way to, like, you know, you got to do it. But at the same time, man, it's so hard for me. I'm really bad at it. I've tried to learn and I can do it, but it's annoying. It's so annoying, man. You know? Have you tried Brew? Yeah, I've tried Brew a little bit. I will openly admit, though, I am not the best Brewmaster. Brewmaster is, in general, not my favorite tank. It's not my cup of tea, so I have a harder time with it. That being said, I was still super tanky. And give or take, I know my tank damage in these dungeons really well, because I've tested them a bunch now. So I know the numbers that I should be hitting. Every tank is doing at least 3 million overall. At least 3 mil. And I'm not using any mythic raid trinkets. I'm only using key trinkets. Every tank, though, is doing X amount of damage. I'm going to live. I'm going to save every defensive for the end. Thank you. Yeah, this Wrestler Druid's pretty decent. He's good. We have cooldowns. Let's go here. Let's do this pull here. So I'm going to shield wall right away so I can go over here. And here we go. Is there a VOD of your brew? I'm going to do another brew video where I actually, now that I know that it was on the first day that I tried it. So I feel like now that I actually know the dungeon, I'll be able to play it much better. Kick the zap here. Last stand. Here. I'm good. A lot of tank damage here, but if I just coordinate a little better, I might have been getting hit in the back there for a second. The Brewmaster hype is real, though. I definitely think I think that my take is I think they want it to be meta. Like, I think that they want Brew to be much better. They clearly are posturing. They reworked it. They're doing et cetera, et cetera. So all they have to do is keep buffing it, because eventually it will be the best tank. Okay, I don't want to pull that quite yet. I want to taunt this so he doesn't hit anyone. I turn my back for a second on that gather. Go here, boom. Mountain Thane is doing less damage, I will say. It feels okay. It's not like the worst or anything. It's doing less damage, I will say. So we're going to go here, boom, and then I'm going to quickly charge over here so I don't take too many melees to the back. Boom. Yeah, we got to combine a few more pulls in this area for sure. At least this amount of mobs is good. Cool. I'm going to Spell Reflect as they come in, and then we're good. Brew is always met on PTR. That's actually a great point. Also, Prez Evoker, funny enough, Prez Evoker has that same problem, you know? Prez Evoker has that same problem. I think that Brew deserves to be meta. My take is that, you know what? It's been so long since Brew had its time to shine. I think that it absolutely deserves it, though. I'll play Brew probably right after this, actually. I'll hop on my Brewmaster, and I'll do the same key, same route. Basically, like, I want the route to be identical so that I can have a fair metric of how to compare. Like, basically, same trinkets, same route, give or take. Like, give or take, you know? So I have a good comparison. Okay, watch those casts. Make sure nobody dies. I have to keep backing up so I can pull the boss. Because if I turn my back, I'm going to die. The positional requirement on Warrior. Also, this pull. Oh, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, I was worried about that. Oh. That's with shield wall up, by the way. This pull, absolutely. This boss, those Rift Claws, I'm going to die. Hold up. I can't hit another shield wall. I need it for the next Rift Claws. This pull hurts. I was really hoping in a coordinated group, I would have somebody from my team pull the boss there. Okay, on the next Rift Claws, you will die. I'm dead. I actually could have pressed shield wall, but I noticed my healer was dead. I don't know, man. So, obviously the first one was aggro there. I still think if we had Resto Druid, we don't die there. He's in a res? Okay. Can anyone tag boss real fast? If anyone tags the boss, that would help a lot on a pull like that when I'm backing up. Tank is either a movable wall, making it, yeah, actually deep. So I'm pretty immortal on the warrior, I will say. Oh, I think we had some release. I need somebody to tag the boss, to be honest. The pillars didn't kill people there. I think it was just the ads not dying because we lost our DK immediately. Otherwise, maybe I pull boss first and then go attack these mobs. It's just hard for warrior because I can't turn around that well. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm trying, but you guys understand. This pull really hurts. I can't just turn around. Like, this pull really hurts, man. I missed that one mob. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I have to back up like this. Because if I back up and I turn around real fast, then I'm in trouble. And warrior has limited range for me to taunt. So I AoE taunt now, and then I go like this. That's a heavy bleed, dude. That's with shield wall up. So I got Iron Bark on top of this. That was with shield wall, by the way. This really hurts this boss. That bleed is no joke. It will absolutely one-tap and decimate tanks early on in the season. 100%. So there's going to be another one in which I shield wall. Right here. Boom. Easy. That was better. I'm doing okay, sleeping boy. Honestly, life's been hitting me a bit hard. I can't say I've been, like, the best that I've ever been, but I'm okay. I'm alright, basically. You know, I'll manage. Help. Rarely cry. I actually am squishy. I'm squishy. I self-heal. I'm not used to as a tank almost dying to stuff like that. Been Mistweaver most of the season. I really enjoy Brew to some extent. I think that Brew is a giga fun tank. That's one of the things that's just slept on is like sometimes tank power is not about tank power. It's just straight up very fun to play. Like Brew is incredibly fun to play. I have a max ignore pain. Can I survive? Yeah, I can absolutely. I was about to say I can save the shield wall, I think. I'll just let my healer heal me. Right? Yeah, my healer will heal me here. Hey, Ruin. Yeah, it is weird. Isn't that cool? Which healers are looking good so far? Okay, people are capping on Resto Druid, but I have my suspicion that Resto Druid is not as good as people think it is. I have a suspicion. It is just a suspicion, though. It's just a suspicion that I don't think that Resto Druid is going to be as meta as people are making it out to be right now. You know? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes life does not go the way we wish. Right now, if they don't nerf Priest, then it's Priest. I want to show you my Pres Evoker. Not that healer damage matters, but at some point, I will play my Pres Evoker, and I will show you that shit. This is the Rift Claws that I need that shield wall for. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, do we get him? Nice, easy. I made Disc Priest. Not sure whether to go Shadow or not. Shadow could be a little scary. Shadow is always a little bit, though. You don't need to go through the boss. Sam, can you explain what you just said in party chat? I thought you needed to go through the boss as well, actually. Only enter. Like, in the boss. Interesting. So we're going to go this way. Oh, I actually thought you needed to go... Whoa, my camera with charge. It's going to take me a second to adjust the warrior of learning when I can or cannot charge like that. That's funny. AoE taunt is up. I think that Shadow will get nerfs because in my testing, no spec does more single target damage than Shadow right now. And I think Shadow will catch a nerf. I think Disc will be fine. Highest key time of Holy Priest. Holy Priest, 16. I know a Holy Priest that's good, and they've done 18s. But basically, Holy Priest is in a rough spot. Okay, so we have no cooldowns. This next pull... I can live it. We just can't pull the big guy. Here we go. We can't pull the big guy. I need to leave this pull. So I go boom. Just last stand to gather real fast. I have my cheat death, but I don't want it to proc right away. So I immediately turn with my shield up. I was late on that, so I'm going to proc my cheat death on the first one, which is fine. These gloom bites are no joke. Oh! I charged to the wrong target, which is a bad habit I'm going to need to get better at. I can't ever tab target charge. Okay. I need to really watch out for these gloom bites. Otherwise, I will get probably one tap by them. These guys hurt tanks. They're not that bad for percentage, but they really hurt tanks. So I'm going to hit this here. This is the gloom bite. Big, big, big shield wall. Nice. I just need to have an option for them. I need to know that it's happening. I'm focused. I'm locked in, actually. Don't pull the big dude. He's coming to the left, basically. Oh, we pulled the big dude. Oh, okay. We might die. This is the one thing you're not supposed to do. You can fight this pack here. It's no problem. I just think people were not paying attention. Run away. Uh-oh. We're in danger. We're in danger. I think we can live this. Oh, I'm dead. The must gloom bite, though. So that guy roams like this. If we fight over here, then it's fine. Honestly, I've never had this. Yeah, I've never had it. I've never had it pull, to be honest. Yeah. I've never had that pull. I've never had that pull, and I always tank it in that exact spot on all my tanks. I have actually never had that pull, though. What item level do I need to be for Season 3? I think like 670 going into it, and then you just play the M0 week is probably fine. Okay. So, my only problem is, you want me to pull this in, and I can kind of do it like this, maybe, but I really need to settle into this pull. So, I could tank it over here, that's fine. But then, like, I missed that other pack to the left, and I can't go back for it. I need to go pull those guys, but I'm scared. These gloom bites will end my life. I think you can parry them. I'm not 100% sure why sometimes I take them and sometimes I don't. I tanked an M0. Yeah. Well, that's because you're like really low. You're like 100 item levels behind. Gloom bite, good. That gloom bite really sucks. It's like a big. I just need like a lot of healing on me when that happens. Okay, the only problem is I'm supposed to get these two mobs. Shield wall, in case that one does go. Can you range them? They might be like a weird thing where you can range them. All right, now we're fighting the timer with 10 deaths. Well, we pulled something we're not supposed to pull. Where do these guys come from? Okay, that's fine. We're going to be okay. Boom, AoE taunt and silence. Yeah, I mean, basically, though, like, item level is really big. Would Havoc still be a good choice? The Havocs that I've played with so far are pretty decent. Havoc has been alright. Havoc just still suffers from the same problem that Havoc always suffers with, right? Is that the thing plug? Okay, that's what I was figuring. I think they might have that melee mechanic where if you're just backpedaling as they cast it, they won't recast it, and you can just do that. That's actually big tech, to be honest. Hold up, sorry. Thomas, brew not being complete dog is already an improvement. Both, yeah. I think that I'm not a good brew, and I was able to play it competently. So, if I can play brew, somebody who's very good at brew can get way more out of that tank for sure. What problem with Havoc? Oh, the problem with Havoc is that they die to every melee mechanic known to mankind. That is the problem with Havoc. Literally. That is the problem with it, though. Well, why would somebody be hitting the mobs before I'm actually planted? I wish that people just let me do the thing that I need to do. God damn. It's okay, I have a cheat death. I wish so bad that people would not do that. Just don't dot anything for like 2 seconds. Don't do it, man. Resist the temptation. We're not timing this. This pull is not that bad. Resist the temptation to just immediately just let me walk in for a second. I have very weak aggro on warrior, like literally worse than VDH, until I'm actually planted. Maybe they thought I wasn't going to pull both sides. That's the problem with Havoc, though. Literally, the problem with Havoc is that, though. No. It's not. This pull is really not that bad. I've healed it. I've healed it so many times. Just. Honestly, That pull isn't too bad. Just need to let me get threat. Like, don't hit until warrior is planted. Warrior threat is worse than VDH. I mean, I've healed it. I've healed it and did it like a bunch. I've healed it before, and I promise you it's totally fine. You got 2 casters and spell that does... It's not that bad, though. It's... Alright. The only thing is, it would have been dead, in my opinion, if Shaman doesn't die. I did, Frost. I did. The phase blade jumps. What happened there is that if I walk in and I thunderclap it, if the phase blade jumps out, then there's nothing I can do to get threat on it as I'm walking through. I promise you, the first thing I do on a warrior is I thunderclap, especially I'm playing Mountain Thane too. Yeah. So watch what I do on this pack. It's only the only way I lose threat is if somebody actually pre-dots. If you pre-dot, then it doesn't work. Watch. Every single time I charge and I thunderclap. So I have Ren ticking on everything. And if nobody pre-dots, then it's fine. Like that. See how look how easy that was. And now also I got everything grouped perfectly for AoE cleave. You see? Like, it's not that bad. The only reason I got messed up is because we had a shaman who sent a lava burst proc or something. Or, like, started to pre-dot the pole before I actually was in here, though. Yeah, this is still Mountain Thane. Although we're not going to time this run, unfortunately. That's it, though. Everybody gets so trigger happy on DPS. That, like, this pole, see how fine it is? See? It's fine. It's fine. See? It's fine. Just need to let me just need to hold a second. That's like it's honestly not that bad of a pull. You see? It's not that bad. Like it's a very doable double pull in my opinion. Yeah, like it's totally fine. That pull is not banned in my opinion. I think it's fine. What was the healer's HPS on that pull was only 3.5 mil. That is not going to be anywhere near the cap. That's not going to be even close to the cap of what actually can. I have no idea what our percentage is going to look like in this key. I think we missed a bunch of stuff. Like that's not anywhere even close to what healers can put out this season. I think the healing cap is going to be something like 5 mil or something like that. So big Mountain Thane here. I was playing Thane. I still think it's worse than Colossus. Is it impossible to play? No, like you can play it, but it's significantly harder than Colossus. What do you think would be the top 2 healers? Okay, people are capping on Resto Druid because for whatever reason, healers really like playing Resto Druid, but I don't think Resto Druid will be as good as people are making it out to be right now. So I'm not sure. But I think that Resto Shaman still looks decent. I think that Dispriest still looks decent. And I think that Prez Evoker is a sleeper pick. Can I do the same? Let's see if we can find a tank, by the way. I want to show you Prez Evoker. I will show you Prez Evoker, okay? What? Did I get my soul? I did. On the last second. I think that, by the way. Boom. I think Mountain Thane is fine. Oh, I forgot my soul. It's fine. I can shield my mage, actually. I have the power to do that as Mountain Thane. As cool as that sounds. It's not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, it's not... Well, it's like a 1 million shield. It's very little. Never mind. It's nothing. Basically, though, the Thunder... It's not as far behind as I thought it was. It's like a little bit behind, but it's not crazy far behind, to be honest. The Mountain Thane. I'm not streaming too long today, by the way, guys. I'm tired. I was almost not going to stream at all today just because life's been getting me a little bit. So this is going to be a shorter stream. Tomorrow I'll be around to keep testing. But I do, when we're talking about the healers and stuff, I want to show you what I'm talking about. Because I'll see if I can play Prez for a second, and I'll show you. And you'll understand why Prez is a sleeper pick. I almost don't want to show you because then they're liable to nerf it, and that will feel bad. We are going to be 0.1% off, probably because I missed the mob on second boss. It was actually the one corner mob on second boss. That is what I missed there. Boom, boom. Also, Sam, my biggest pet peeve as a tank player is when DPS don't understand that they're going to do more damage if they just wait. Like, I don't know why. Some DPS are absolutely allergic to just holding damage for like 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. 1 second. But some DPS are literally allergic to it. They will not, under any circumstances, do it. And I don't understand why sometimes. Like, they must. The second they see me walk into a pack, they must start dotting. There is no other way. They will lose millions of damage. Millions, I tell you, if they don't immediately hit the things for no real reason. Like, I don't, it's actually, it affects my, when I tank on a pug, I always think, how can I int my own rotation to, like, gather a pack more effectively? Yeah. I almost had that, though. Almost had it. But that pull, that double, he just hit the thing. You saw how it went? It's easy. It's easy. I just, DPS, never wait. That's honestly the thing, though. Okay, I want to play... I've played a bunch of tanks today, and the dungeons feel fine. I want to show you my shaman, or my prez. You see how healers are doing give or take, like a little bit, though. Right? Okay. I'll do one more. And then today's honestly shorter stream. I just want to show you something. Let's see if we can find a tank. Sam, you want to try tanking? Ugh. And then I want to make a video for tonight. I want to make a video of the druid testing at least right now. The druid testing in particular is what I want to do. Boom, 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 boom. Also, I don't mean to be gloomy. Gonna... 2 healer. Alright. So every healer that I've seen, Mistweaver is doing 800k overall, let's say. We can see my druid. There's a log of my druid of when we just timed this on 14. We were about to double time it if we didn't do the accidental pull. Let's just log over to this, and I'll put this in the Discord. If we didn't have a full white, actually it would have been much better. But let's see what my Mistweaver did. Mistweaver is a pretty high DPS healer. My shaman, I've done this key a bunch of times with a shaman. Shaman currently does anywhere between 500 and 800k, depending on how much they greed. About 800k overall, yeah? I just spilled water down my crotch. This is not my day. It's not my day. That's okay. Okay, so here we go. This was the overall here. Here. That wasn't the overall. This is overall. That was on one pull. Okay. This key was the 14 we did. Pretty chill. Excuse me. Not bad. I'll just grab this screenshot here. Hold up. Put it in the Discord. There we go. Print screen. Bam. Well, one thing that I'm considering is how much self-care can I give myself this month? I know I'm going to be very stressed this month. I'll feel a lot better, I think, once it all passes. I know I'll feel a lot better once it passes. It's just one of those... I can't do much until... I actually have to get through it. Because then on that same day, by the way, I have to go travel to Laos and do my whole, like, visa thing, which is annoying. Okay, I'm on the pres now. Let's go. I want to do this on... It can be 14, can be whatever. A Prot Warrior, all the DPS will be hitting. It's just one of those things where you saw how it went the second time, so it's easy to say that first pull, you're like, oh, we can't do this. But did you see how it went the second time we did that pull? Like, really easy, yeah? Like, it was actually like, oh, no problem. The healer didn't barely have to heal. Like, it was fine, yeah? You see what I mean? It was just one of those things. I don't know why. Some DPS just really absolutely hate waiting. Okay. Let's see if we can find... You want to do one more, Sam? I got one more in me today. I got one more. Can do 14. Can also do 12. You want to do a 12 real fast? I'll still show you Prez. Doesn't matter to me. Can play whatever trinkets I have. Sack Brood's fine. This is fine. Whatever. Whatever is good. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm very excited to show you this. This one reset. This one I DC'd in the middle, but the DCs have mostly been solved. So now that I'm not going to DC in the middle, I'm excited. I'm excited. My stats are not min-maxed here or anything like that. Doesn't matter. We can buy some flasks and stuff, and then we're good to go. Oh, I am tired. I'm tired. We'll do one more on stream. I'll show you Prez real fast, and then I'll go chill for today. I want to play Diablo 2 on my Xbox. I kind of want to sit on the couch, order ice cream, and play Diablo. Honestly, mostly what I want to do today. Sam, you want to do this on 12 just to like get it real easy? Or you want to do it on 14? Doesn't matter to me. Do you have a preference? We have to find a tank, which can be quite difficult to do. I don't know. All right. Like this one. This one's fun. Let's see if we can find a tank. Otherwise, I'm going to just stand up real quick, and I'll be right back. Give me a second to stand up. I'll be right back. And then if we can find a tank, great. And if we can't, that is also okay. Tanks are hard to find, man. Did we find anyone? Nope, not a single person has applied. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Are there any other groups listed? This is kind of the dead time of keys in general. Oh, boy. Sam, we might have a really hard time finding people for this. We can list it as 12. Does anybody want to come, by chance? You can play cross-faction. You can play cross-realm. So if you're EU and NA can play together on the PTR, which is very nice. And I kind of wish that just existed all the time, to be honest. I don't know why that doesn't exist all the time. They should have that exist all the time. But for some reason, it doesn't happen like that. The main video for tonight is going to be comparing the Eloon's bear versus the Druid of the Claw bear. So I think that was a very good test of the tanks today. There's a single shaman. Could totally take him, I guess. He has no experience with his key, but we could always do it on 12. NB12, I don't mind. Maybe they just see a Prez Evoker. How's Mountain Thane? I fell asleep. Mountain Thane was fine. The run itself got a little bit into it, but Mountain Thane damage slightly lower. Defensive slightly lower. I felt that Colossus was tankier. But actually the damage surprised me. The damage wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I will say that the damage actually felt adequate. I don't think the damage was that bad. So I guess it's more of an option than I thought it was. Because like, it used to be that Mountain Thane was literally, 30% below. It was like 20%, like 25% behind Colossus. It didn't feel 25% behind. It just felt behind. I also did not have nearly as much self-sustain. Okay, nice. Good mage, I guess. See if we can find a tank now. So, I don't know. It felt okay, I suppose. What are my stats at right now for Prez? I wish I need more haste. I need a lot more haste, but stats are relatively well balanced, so it'll be okay. The Prez changes are interesting, and the main thing I want to show you, especially if we can find a Demon Hunter tank from my buffs, I will show you just how absolutely wild this is. So thank you for being here. Thank you, SCP. I look at YouTube chat sometimes, and stream's super cozy, but you got you into tanking. Thanks. I'm glad. I genuinely appreciate the compliments. For the most part, I'm a very confident person. A prop pally testing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. You think a prop pally can live this? Let me ask him. Tank, you want to do 12 or 14? I appreciate your message. I really do. Because normally I'm a pretty confident person, but this month I probably could use all the affirmation I can get. I'm going to use my support system and whatnot. Like I'll rely on my family and my friends and whatnot. I've only done 12 as a heal so far. Not tanked? Oh, dude, he hasn't tanked, man. I don't know. Okay, we'll do 12. Not tanked. Okay. Do you know how to play tank? We can go 12. 12. We can go 12. All good. We can just do 12. I mean, it's pretty hard to die on a 12. Okay. It's pretty hard to die on a 12. I imagine that should be fine. Let's go 12 real fast instead of 14. So the Prez Evoker testing won't be on 14. It'll be on 12. Yeah, so anyways, I could probably use all the help that I can get this month, and I appreciate the compliments. I will be trying to spend time with friends, etc., etc. I've actually made friends in the last while, which is weird, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? I've actually made friends recently. It's going to be a 12. I'm a little worried about this tank. PvP vendor. You comfy? This is... I'm just going to ask him if he's comfy. I'll play Pace and Tome. That's wrong, but okay. I'm worried, man. I think this tank's going to scare me. I mean, he hasn't been... Prop Pally hasn't been nerfed yet. Let me just ask him if he's okay with this. It's so hard to find a tank on PTR. You kind of just... You know what I mean? You sort of... It's so hard to find a tank on PTR that you just sort of take whoever applies. It's very hard to find a tank on PTR. I don't have any friends on at the moment. Yo, Sam, should I replace the tank? I have no idea. He's not responding to my whisper either. I just asked him if he knows how to tank. just want to... He said he's only healed it. He's never tanked it. But I can't kick him. Remember, I'm not allowed to kick people anymore. So if you have somebody like this and you can't... I cannot reform the group. The dungeon lever system prevents me from targeting him and kicking him from my group. I cannot do that. You would have to vote to kick. I think... Or maybe I can, actually. Let me see his build. I can judge based on the build. Oh, he's not playing Final Stand. He's not playing Final Stand. He's playing Templar here, but no Final Stand. He's playing Bastion instead of Final Stand. There are so many red flags right now. There are so many red flags. I'm so sorry. I think I can actually uninvite. Yeah, I can. Okay, right before the thing starts. Okay, listen. There was way too many red flags. He was not playing Bubble Taunt. It's not... I want a content key that's actually smooth content because I want to show off Prez. I won't get to play Prez very much in this dungeon. There's only today and tomorrow. I'm gone Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm learning how to make chocolate Nutella gluten-free cheesecake. It's fucking amazing. Tuesday morning, I will be gone. Aha! A Demon Hunter tank. Great. He's done a 12. Fantastic. 12 or 14 tank. You weren't ready for the challenge to heal him? No problem. I could totally heal him. I'm not afraid to heal a Pally tank. I healed one in a 17 Priory, like on live the other day. I can heal Pally tanks. Boom, boom. I just want to ask the tank if he wants a 12 or a 14. I have both keys. But imagine, okay. But like the thing is, a Pally tank with like a no bubble taunt is a suspicious thing. Can you heal a Pally with no bubble? Pushing it. It's pushing it. All right. Should we try 14? Try 14. Okay, I will external my tank, but I will not heal him before the actual pull starts. Are you ready? Let's do it. I'm going to show you Prez Evoker. Are you ready? You guys are not mentally prepared for this. I'm telling you right now. You're not mentally prepared for how good this will be. Are you ready? I hope I don't fail. It'd be so embarrassing if I just like immediately failed, right? Are you ready? I have no food buff. No weapon buff. I'm not min-maxing. I'm so excited to show you. Are you ready? What is he going to pull? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to pull. But I'm ready to external him right as he walks in. I will prep. I have one reversion ticking on him from before combat. So I'm going to watch my healer aggro. And then I'm going to communion to settle this pull. Nah, no need. Let's go. Now, I can't save him if he gets hit by a puddle. No matter what happens here, I cannot save anybody if he gets hit by a puddle. That is, unfortunately, something I will not be able to save. But I do have a kick, so I can save that. All right? Easy money. Easy money. There's a healing check in a few seconds. No problem. And a stasis right on this. Perfect. Easy. The overall damage is not something that you're ready for. Oh my god, he just left. Otherwise, that was a fine pull. So let's do it again. I'm just saying. I blinked. What happened? No, that wasn't the tank. That was the shaman. He got hit by a puddle. And then rezzed, onked right back into it. More damage. So he died. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. Rather him leave early than not. He got hit by a puddle. Oh, I missed that Shadow Priest. I was about to take him. But the rest of my team was good. So that means that we're chilling. The rest of my team was good, though. Do do do. The tank was adequate. Guys, this PTR. It's just a funny thing. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No problem. I will take basically the first DPS that applies. We could play a full meta comp aside from Prez Evoker. How much damage do you think my Prez is actually gonna do this key? Like genuinely, how much damage do you think my Prez will actually do this key? Why don't I just go? I'll go bursting light shard. I don't care. I can heal things, so I'll go bursting light shard. Let's see how much damage I can do. How much damage do you think I can do this key as Prez? What DPS will be meta? Gotta test out the reporting functions and give feedback on it. What DPS? We don't know yet, Plug. DPS are so not like tanks and healers. Yeah, we're PTR testing. What's up, Robin? DPS are not like tanks or healers. They live or die based on tuning. Tanks and healers are a lot more easy to say because you can tell based on playstyle and feel. So they're not the same whatsoever. You can't really compare the same way, if that makes sense. I'm gonna make this back a 14. I would say that I can give you a pretty good understanding of the tanks, a fair understanding of the healers, but what's up, Big Smush, by the way? Good morning. How's 11.2? Oh, well, it's not out yet. It's not actually out yet. We're just testing on the PTR at the moment, so not out. Well, it's going to get nerfed. Demon Hunter is going to get nerfed for sure. There's no way that it stays like this. They will get nerfed. Don't worry. There's no way, Tomas. They're going to get nerfed. 100%. All right, bet. A Druid. And he has done this key, I think. I don't know. Hard to say. IO is weird on PTR. Enhance, Shadow, and Og. Og, you say? Og is a take. I haven't seen a single Og on PTR. But I think that Enhance is kind of busted. Shadow Breath. There's a few specs that are just going to get nerfed, though. Get it, Demon Hunter? Oh, you're making the meta joke. I see. I see. Yes, in that case, VDH will always be meta. Have you done this before? Has the Druid? I don't think he's done this before. That's not a Boomy. That's a Feral Druid. All right. It's a Feral Druid. That is a Feral. Interesting. I mean, that's okay. Not a dumbass. Frost, should we tell him your retail IO? Should be fine. Should be okay. There's not too many unintuitive mechs. There's not many too. Second boss, I guess. I don't know if plays Lightsmith Dungeon on Prop Pelly. I play Lightsmith on Prop Pelly on my dungeons. But it's because they think Templar is better, even though it's not that much better. Templar is slightly more damage, but not by much. People, a lot of times people, I swear, to be fair, are you 4K yet, Sam? Are you 4K yet, Sam, on retail? Have you hit the 4,000 IO mark yet? They will never tune Og properly, yeah. Purely because of damage, then? Yeah. Honestly, Lightsmith is tankier, but they think that Templar, I don't know. I think it's just like meta slaving. There aren't a lot of prop pallies this season, so they don't make their own decisions. They kind of, if that makes sense. I'm barely 3.5. Lies. Are you number one? Are you number one Frosty K on NA? I wouldn't be surprised if you're number one. Or number two. Probably not. I'd be impressed. Alright, let's zone in. Let's go. Time to zone in. If the Feral Druid dies to the first pull, it will look bad for him. But we'll give him a shot. Congrats on your 20 Priory. Congrats on 20 Priory. How much time you had left? How much was the timer on 20 Priory like? Basically, though, yeah, well, so I think it's a tuning thing, but I also think that a lot of people, especially when they're playing something that's off meta, rather than actually read their talents and test, they just copy and import. WoW has become such a meta-driven game that, like, SCP, when was the last time, by the way, that you try to build that nobody else was playing. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, when was the last time you were like, I think that this talent might be good, and you just did it, and you didn't go import from Murloc.io or Archon GG or anything like that? Like, when was the last time that you did that? Also, yes, I actually do think he's the number 1 Frost DK ever. Legion, you see the point? A lot of people, they don't cook their own builds. They just kind of do whatever they're going to do. Where is he? Capital City. If in Dornegal, it's by item upgrade hut. Little goblin dude. I don't know where it's at. Hold up. Come to stream sec. I'll show him. Have you? That does not surprise me. Okay. In Dornegal, the thing is... Well, that's the Dragon Isles. Hold up. Wait a second. What's up, Yomo? This priority 20 just to make it more safe. You did it as Frost. Do you actually ever play Unholy for whatever reason? Do you still... You don't play Unholy at any point, do you? Guys, where is... Oh, Kazalgar. There you go. Okay. Isle of Dorn. Boom. Dornegal. The TP is right here. That's the item upgrade. So this is like the time waste thing. That's the little hut. That's the vault. The dungeon thing is right there. That's where the teleport is. You did a 20 workshop as Unholy by accident. How do you do a 20 workshop on accident? I was even got invited summon and they put it in. All right, he's here. Nice. There you go. I need a weapon. Do you have any mana oils? Oh, I have some mana oils. Let's do it. I'll get a food buff. All right, big preservation of Evoker damage. Only big damn from me. Are you ready? Ready, check. Let's go. All right, is my druid prepared? I think this might be his first time on PTR. Is he prepared? Inspect. Does he have his new tier set? Yes. In order... What would you say the easiest tanks are in retail? Druid, number 1. Prot Warrior, number 2. VDH, number 3. Probably. Number 4. Prot Pally. Number 5. Brewmaster. Number 6. Blood DK. I think Blood DK is the hardest tank. I think that as long as Blood DK is 6, that list is correct. I would say that Blood DK is by far the hardest tank. Oh, Marsty was played. Yeah, and I get that too. But I will say that if you cook your own build, Lightsmith starts to make a lot more sense. All right, let's go. I want to show you Preservation of Evoker. I am so excited to show you Preservation of Evoker. All right, let's show you this. Are you ready? I'm going to first of all external my tank right away because my tank will need external on this gather. Next, I'm going to pre-rescue somebody. Probably my Pharaoh Druid right here. And then I'm going to settle. And we're going. Good. Big damage only. This is it. This is it. You saw me lock in for a second? It's because I'm trying to do big Preservation of Evoker damage. And I'm going to do big damage this key. But also I'm not going to fail a single healing check. I'm not going to fail a single healing check. I got this. I got this. I'm going to show you. I don't actually... So the truth is, again, I'm kind of torn because part of me doesn't want to show you. I'm not going to lie. Part of me doesn't want to explain to you how absolutely kind of broken and busted Preservation of Evoker is. Because if I show you, the chances that it's going to get nerfed is very high. And I don't want it to get nerfed because I want a season where I finally get to play Preservation of Evoker. That's all I want. I want a season where I'm not judged harshly and critically just for playing my favorite healer. It's actually so bad. The other day, all right, I sat in Dornegal for 20 minutes. And the other day was yesterday. I sat in Dornegal for 20 minutes trying to get an invite on this healer. I'm even going to hold a tip to scales because I think we're going boss after this. I sat in Dornegal for 20 minutes. And all I wanted to do, okay, was do a key on my Prez. I started applying for keys that I already had. Granted, my Prez is not the highest IO on retail. I'm 3,500. It's not crazy. It's not anything up there. But I couldn't even get into. I was declined from 15s. I was just wanting to play my favorite healer, and no, I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it. I wasn't allowed to. Okay, I should have hit tip the scales. This is lasting way longer than I thought it would, okay? Well, it might be normal for a lot of solo queue DPS players, but for a healer and a tank, no, that is not normal. It is very abnormal for that to happen. Ooh, he's pulling into boss for funnel. That's a good route. That is a very good idea. I actually haven't done this, though. That's a good point. Also, we could start the RP early. All right, ready? I'm about to do big damn. About to do big damn on this boss. First of all, I'm totally going to pad on these ads. The very first thing you need to know is that I'm padding on these ads, okay? That's the first thing you have to know. The next thing you have to know is that I'm going to pad on these ads. All right, so right when they come in, boom. That is mostly what you need to know here. Boom. They're in this, which is kind of tough, actually. Oh, I messed up my stasis because I was scared. I didn't know how much damage this does. Truthfully, I haven't healed this on 14 on my prez, so I'm a little bit like maybe there's going to do more damage than I think it'll do. And so I inted my own damage there, but actually it's not that bad. Like, once again, it's very... Prez is just such a beefy healer. Like, it's... This is... I can't actually believe that people have been dying. When I've been tanking, it's one of those things where I've been tanking, right? And I can't really figure out, like, why people are dying to some mechanics. And I start wondering, I'm like, is this just a crazy HPS check? Like, is it just really hard to heal? Like, this dot, for example, I've seen people die to it. It doesn't seem that bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, this dot seems... What about this phase? How much damage does this phase actually do? I don't know. Let me heal it, and then I'll find out, right? Oh, the Verdant Embrace change. That actually is almost going to kill my group. Okay, to be fair, I actually think he died to a puddle tick. I forgot our tier set is different. Our tier set's different, so I didn't quite have Verdant Embrace there. I'm assuming he died to a puddle tick because he took one extra tick of damage that I was not expecting him to take. So my damage is going to be a little lower here. That's my bad, actually. I didn't realize, because I normally have a weak aura right here on my screen that tells me whether or not I have VE up. Very important for Evoker to know that. But I actually did not have that weak aura available. So I VE now, and then I just life spark myself back up. Easy money. Perfect. No problem healing this at all. But obviously, I could have been doing a lot better here. Yeah, the Q thing, I don't know. We just echo the two targets. Actually, he has AMS. AMS is continuing to be broken this season, apparently. So maybe what I should be doing, actually, is not... I'm just going to golden hour that back up. He's fine. So he popped his big defensive right now, which means that he will need extra healing on this phase. Let's rescue him now. Big Fire Breath. Hold my other healing. So we'll go Big Spirit Bloom. Good. And then I'll heal the mage. Back up like this. Perfect. And then we can just, at the end of this life bind, hit this. And then I'll be able to heal this literally however I want to. So I could I could Spirit Bloom, because I had those pre-echoes on people after my stasis. And then I'm just not going to worry about my damage too much here. Yeah. How much damage does that deal? Okay, I'll rewind it, because I guess this is still going. There you go. Okay, so I need to plan for that a little bit better in the future, but not so bad. He has eaten 5 stacks, so the boss is going to be doing a lot more damage right now, which means that I will need to be just a bit aware, give or take, of how much this is going to hurt. That being said, it's not a problem. So we're just going to pre-prep some healing, maybe a defensive as well. I don't know how bad this is going to hurt, like I said. So we just life spark it, spirit bloom it with a life bind on. That's hurting. That's hurting. So this is going to be a little bit more like what that will actually feel like on live, probably in a higher key. I do have some mana problems. I need mage food. Mage food. Here we go. I need mage food, actually. I'm gonna need mana after that. Seems like this does a lot of damage compared to plus... Oh, no. We're scaled right now to not max item level and stuff. Yeah, I think that you can totally try cooking your own build whenever you're prepared for it. I could use mage food whenever he's ready. Nice. I got some mage food there. Perfect. Let me make sure I put that on my bar, but not right now because the tank is about to pull. And if he does the pull that I normally do here, he's going to need external right away. Very helpful, by the way. Very helpful to know. If I've tanked before, then I know where the tank is going to be vulnerable. Like, if he didn't have external here, he almost died through external, but I can't heal him until he's actually planted. It is still my biggest pet peeve ever when healers full send their healing on me as a tank. It's like, bro, I'm trying to tank this. Whoa. They got absolutely giga clapped by something. I think they were stacked for the jumps. Well, let's see. How bad does this actually hurt to heal? I don't know. This would be my first opportunity to heal it at this key level. My tank seems very sturdy. I think I just have to instantly top people, no? As long as I instantly top people, it should be fine. My tank's going to be in a little bit of danger here. Again, I know that tanks need a lot of healing here. So the question is, do I need to hit my communion? Can I get away with just hitting a Spirit Bloom right on top of these leaps? Okay, I have pre-hots on everybody, so nobody will die. I can get this kick here. Was it an arcing zap that went off? I don't know. I'll have to see for the future so that I can make sure I prepare even better. And then we're here like this. Boom. That amount of damage on that boss, the first boss, if he eats ads, he gets a stacking damage amp. Not bad. Aside from the insta-clap, everything was pretty fine there. I need to get the mage food on my bars. Where did the mage food go? Right here. Perfect. I'm not playing E-Loop right now. One of the things, Prez can't really play E-Loop anymore. So when you're testing Prez, you actually might go on like heavy healing encounters. Also keep in mind, I'm learning the damage pattern. This is not perfect play. Oh my god, I'm stuck on a plant. I'm stuck on a plant. Does my tank need external? Looks like he gathered that pretty good, in my opinion. Okay, where is he doing this? Because I have a light shard. I'm playing light shard. I kind of want to make sure I game it. This trinket will be available next season. And give or take, it is still going to probably be very good for healers. This guy here, all you need to do is make sure that everybody is fully topped at all times without a second delay. Which is not that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but the Sentinels, you actually just need to make sure that people are literally topped, always, never ever missing a top. Because the guy will just pulse random AoE damage. It might go on the same person twice, but it's never in 0.5 seconds. It's always 1.5 seconds away from. So if somebody will take 80% of their health bar, you just need to heal them before they take 100% of their health bar. And that's the big brain play. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just got to heal them. Basically, you have 1 second to top them repeatedly throughout the entire time that Sentinel is alive. No problem. Prez can do that. Resto Druid will struggle. The Resto Druid will die because he's not quite able to sustain that sort of HPS, that burst HPS. It's not the number of HPS, it's the type of HPS. Boom, deep breath, dispel this. So again, everybody just basically needs to be fully topped here at all times. I can keep pre-hots on people, and then I just VE if I need to. I just VE immediately, because everybody needs to be permanently topped. I prep a Spirit Bloom, because people are going to have to take a big burst of damage, and that's fine. As long as you do these things, then you can infinitely heal. And then I'm also, by the way, the whole point of this is look at my damage. Well, actually, don't look at my damage. I don't want you to see, because then you'll nerf me. And I don't want to be nerfed. I don't want to be nerfed here. Let's just flash this on overall right now. To be fair, I could be doing a lot better, actually. I don't think I'm playing that well. I'm a little tired. Probably my last key of the day. But yes, for preservation evoker testing is good. Oh, he's going to do a triple? I double this. I don't triple it. I think I lust. Oh, he's not pulling that other pack. Okay, that's fine then. Again, so I was late to top that. If I died there, it would have been my fault. Because I didn't quite realize the pull he was doing. Boom. Again, just immediately Spirit Bloom. Because somebody is going to take a tick of damage. I have 1 second to top them. That's it, though. But as long as I top them in that second, then they're not going to die. See? As long as I just need to top them faster. That's on me. I kick this. I have a kick. There you go. And just immediately top people. Boom. Not that bad. Pack is still healthy enough for me to get a Fire Breath off. Easy enough. I don't think that this is that hard to heal, but I understand why some of the other healers I've played with have really struggled with this. In this area in particular, I've had a lot of people just die. This has probably been the most wiping area of the entire key that I've done when I'm tanking. I have noticed my healers really struggling with this and the last area, but I personally think it's not that bad right now. I miss those guys with my Fire Breath, and I will be sad about that forever. Cool. I'm going to greed a little bit of damage here because I should be fine. Just hit the Dream Breath, and then otherwise greed damage. I want to build my 4 stacks, dispel myself. I want to build my 4 stacks so that my next Fire Breath is going to be giga juiced up. I don't want to use it on Spirit Bloom. I want to use it on this Fire Breath because now it actually tracks for damage. But don't tell anyone that because they're probably going to nerf us. Even though for Prez to be meta, we literally need to be doing twice as much damage as everyone else. Like that's what we need. That's actually the requirement. For Prez to be meta, it needs to be doing twice as much damage as every other healer. So it's not fair. Like if they decide, if they're like, wow, Prez is doing too much damage. Like we don't provide an offensive group buff. We have to. It's a requirement. Does that make sense? Like, people understand that, right? It looks like he wants to pull this now, not into boss. That's fine. But just let me know, because I can hit this tip or not. Can't tell what he's doing here. Okay, am I hitting damage? Am I not hitting damage? I don't know. It looks like he's going to pull this now. Okay, that's fine. We're holding Lust for boss, probably. The boss isn't spawned yet because we haven't actually killed the stuff. It's like that corner pack. Cool. So big Spirit Bloom. I was late in topping him. If he were to die there, that would technically be my fault. Just CC it. Boom, big healing. I'm pretty sure you can be gaming these jumps a little bit and not taking full damage from them. Okay, now the boss spawns. Good. We were all stacked there, which is why actually sometimes these guys hurt because they definitely cleave, like the Gore Chop Thrash. Like those leaping thrashes from the Gore Chop guys. Here we go. Ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's lust it. Boom. Big Fire Breath. My tank should have meta and prepare for these Rift Claws. It looked like he was a second early with that meta, so I'm just going to heal him back up, prep a little bit of healing for my team. I'll probably stasis this, which is fine because I just want to hit tip as fast as possible. You really don't want to hold tip. If you want to do damage as Prez right now, you kind of don't want to hold tip at all. I might just release the stasis right now, actually. I don't think there's a reason to hold it because actually that was a lot more healing than I thought it would be, to be honest. There's going to be a phase now, so I have to prep healing. Everybody has Dream Breath on them. I'm going to manually echo, and I'm just basically going to choose to life bind this probably. I'm going to life bind right here into Communion, my big cooldown. I've kind of split from my team enough. Big Spirit Bloom, question mark. External him, probably. I don't think my tank will need it this fight. Okay, it's still going. So I'm going to defensive myself, and now we're good. Okay. Good. I have my 4 stacks of temporal compression so that this Dream Breath fully claps. Now, if I really wanted to min-max my damage, I could have had tip the scales for this as well, because then my Chrono Flames would have split to 2 targets, and I would have done infinitely more damage on this. Optimizations for the future. Optimizations for the future. We can spend 1 Spirit Bloom here, mostly for the tank and just to get this dot on, and then keep my Bursting Life Shard alive for a second. I don't think I need to be... Oh, he took that out. You actually want to take that in the future. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll need to heal this a lot more because he's totally cleaved from the group. Okay, we're still alive here. This needs to be dead right now. I'm going to Oh, okay. Keep that in. Well, my tank's going to die. I might be able to save him. No, not like this. Not like this. Okay. Whew. Yeah, you want to keep these in. And therefore they didn't die, which was a big problem because this actually really hurts. Big healing, big healing, big healing. Rewind it, actually. Because these are not going to die here. I can rescue... Oh, boy. How many stacks are those supposed to get off? Oh, ow. So that was just a mechanic thing. Technically, the Feral Druid, he would have been okay there. But otherwise, he didn't know. That one you're supposed to keep in. You want that in so we can cleave. That spear does quite a bit of damage. I could have prepped healing a little bit better. For future. That being said, I'm tired. I'm a call my testing for today. I'm definitely releasing a video about the Guardian Druid stuff. I think that was a really good test. I'm gonna call it all good. I'm tired. I hope though that I proved a little bit that Prez is actually very good right now. Because the healing is pretty chill, but also does big damn. Big damn, big damn. All good. Have to learn. Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's see who's still going right now. I'm betting out to. He's doing a subathon. Let me see. Sure. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I can do that. All right, let's go say hi. I've raided them once before. I kind of know them vaguely. Baby leg Bari. All right, I'm putting something on the YouTube though. The Guardian Druid testing is definitely going on YouTube after this. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello. Bye, YouTube.